Hello, everyone, and welcome to the corner of F and 9th Streets here in downtown Arcata as your humble Crabs take on the Medford Rogues in the final game of this three-game Pacific Empire League Series and the final PEL game of the season for the Crabs. Last night, the Crabs unfortunately losing 10-5 to the Rogues, a game where the Crabs were pretty close for much of the game, but just were unable to get over the hump. The Rogues with lots of timely hitting. And today sets up a crucial game for the Medford Rogues. The stakes are about as high as it could get for them. They win, they are in the PEL Championship Series against the Healdsburg Prune Packers. If they lose this game, they are out. So the Crabs have a great chance to play spoiler today, Aaron.
They do, Liam. It was a tough loss for the Crabs last night. 4 consecutive walks and a hit by pitch in the first put them down 4-0. They homered. Jamie Mullen put 3 across to come right back. And like you said, they kept it close till the 7th or so. That's when the wheels kind of came off. The Rogues have everything to play for. And as you said, the Crabs just trying to finish the season and play spoiler, having fallen out of contention.
All right, so Adam Enyart is going to be the starting pitcher for the Crabs today, and he will be batting fourth for himself. The starting lineup for the Medford Rogues leading off will be number 8, Daniel Bierman. Batting second will be Quentin Olson. Batting third will be Logan Macy. Batting fourth will be Keon Sanchez. Batting fifth will be Chris Ortiz. Batting sixth will be Jackson Rosenthal. Batting seventh will be Evan Saito. Batting eighth will be Jay Neusbauer. And batting ninth will be Will Salahar. As we are ready to get started, and the first pitch of the game misses inside 1-0 to Bierman. Crabs defense as the 1-0 pitch is in there for a called strike, 1-1. Crabs defense, Anane Wilson in left, Alex Harrington in center, Kavana Soares in right, Colton Boardman at third, Joe Fagan at short, Manoa Chapman at second, Everett Johnson at first, Jason Ariola is behind the dish. And the 1-1 in there for a called strike, 1-2.
Enyart has pitched 25.2 innings for the Crabs, striking out 39, walking 15, 32 hits, 17 runs, 11 of those are earned.
1-2 is a fly ball into right field. Coming in, it's going to drop in front of Kavana Soares out in right for a leadoff single. And that's going to bring in Quentin Olson.
Just a rainbow shot right into the spot right there that's pretty much impossible to defend. And once again, the Crabs are in business early. Or sorry, the Rogues are in business early.
So that's going to bring in Quentin Olson, runner at first, nobody out. And takes low, 1-0.
Rogues wearing the same unis as yesterday, gray pants, blue chest and back, red and white stripes down the sleeves, looking not too unlike the Cat in the Hat hat. Crabs in the classic whites, looking great.
Classic Crabs uniforms are great. In there for a called strike, 1-1.
They wore the reds last night, which, you know, if you're a Crab, that checks out. But the whites, like, come on.
Yeah, you can't really
baseball.
beat these classic whites on a Sunday.
Right?
One in there for a called strike. It's 1-2.
66 degrees as the game gets started. The high today is supposed to get all the way up to 68. Another warm one here on the coast, we'll say.
Warm, mostly cloudy. 1-2, outside 2-2.
It was cool coming to the park. Like, we brought hoodies and sweatshirts because you just never know if it stays overcast and there's a breeze. It makes a big difference. It's
kind of the opposite of a regular Sunday. I got to the park and it was actually mostly clear, mostly sunny, and then kind of got more overcast as the day's gone on. The 2-2 is going to drop into right center for a base hit. Bierman's going to stop at second. And so Rogues with a couple of singles to start the game. First and second, nobody out.
Olson reaching on 81 below the strike zone there, and again, just little lopper. Not quite as big of an arch as the rainbow shot that Bierman hit, but it just went to the same spot. 2 on, nobody out.
And that's going to bring in Logan Macy.
This guy can be trouble.
Yeah, Crabs saw that in Medford. Hit 2 3-run homers in one game.
6
The game on Saturday.
ribs in a night.
And takes low and inside 1-0.
That's pretty good.
I believe there was also an additional 3-run homer hit in that game. I forgot who it was, but three 3-run homers in that game. That was the game that the Crabs lost 16-5.
Last night, Macy was 1 for 3 with 2 walks.
1-0 in there for a called strike, 1-1. Again, the Rogues, they have to win today to get into the PEL championship. This is a playoff game for them.
Yeah. Very exciting if you are a Rogues fan.
Yeah, nail biting. The 1-1 is a ground ball to the right side. Chapman, the second baseman, will go to second for 1, and that's all he's going to get. So, fielder's choice. Bierman to third. Will be first and third with 1 out. I'll bring in Keon Sanchez.
I think I figured out how to phrase this, Liam, based on all the things you've said about how you would prefer to see the Rogues instead of the Potters in there. We never like to see the Crabs lose, but a Crabs loss today would have a little bit of satisfaction knowing that the Rogues would be in. And that's a big mix-up for the PEL. It's been Potters, Crabs all of the last 3 years that they've played, or the last 2 years they played. So,
yeah, nothing against the Potters. I have no issues with them being in the PEL championship. I just rather see the Rogues in there. Runner goes low and outside. The throw down to second and not in time, but the runner from third breaks for the plate, and he's going to score on the play.
that's why you do that.
So a double steal. And
Well,
it's 1-0 Rogues.
That's exactly how you do that. And not only did they plate the run, they get away with the steal, so they still have a runner in scoring position now. Just a tough spot. Like, you don't want to give up the steal. The trick there is to go to third and hope you catch him a little too far off the bag.
Yeah, or maybe Jason Ariola should have just held on to that baseball.
Sure. Tough spot.
That's why with a runner at third, throwing down to second's a little bit risky. The pitch is low and outside, 2-0.
I've seen them go straight to third in that circumstance. When the runner from second breaks, you go straight to third.
Yeah, just go to third.
Hope you can catch him because maybe he's a little further off the bag, anticipating the throw. Tough.
So the Rogues in front first on the double steal. 2-0 ground ball to the left side, picked up by Fagan. The throw on to first in time, 2 away. Macy to third on the play. Gonna be a runner at third with 2 outs. And that's going to bring in Chris Ortiz.
The catcher, number 48, Chris Ortiz.
Ortiz last night was 0 for 3. He reached on an error in the 7th and walked in the 1st.
Pitch to Ortiz, low and outside, 1-0.
Crabs are out of the PEL championship, but there's still plenty of baseball left. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But that is your last chance to see Crabs baseball.
Full week of baseball next week as it's popped up left side of the infield. Fagan, the shortstop, camps under it. He'll make the catch, and that's going to do it. For the Rogues, here in the top of the first, they get 1. It's Rogues 1, Crabs coming up in the bottom of the first. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to F and ninth. You're in downtown Arcata. Bottom of the first inning, Rogues 1, Crabs coming up. The starting lineup for your Crabs. Leading off will be the second baseman, Manoah Chapman. Batting second will be the center fielder, Alex Harrington. Batting third will be the right fielder, Kavana Soros. Batting fourth will be the pitcher/DH, Adam Enyart. Batting fifth will be the catcher, Jason Ariola. Batting sixth will be the third baseman, Colton Boardman. Batting seventh will be the shortstop, Joe Fagan. Batting eighth will be the first baseman, Everett Johnson. And batting ninth will be the left fielder, Anane Wilson. Defense for the Rogues on the mound. Starting for the Rogues is the Crescent City native, graduate of Del Norte High School, Preston Daniels. And behind him, Quentin Olson in left, Evan Saito in center, Will Salahar in right, Logan Macy at third, Jane Neusbauer at short, Emil Bierman at second, Keon Sanchez at first. Chris Ortiz is behind the dish. I know it's a player on the Rogues, but I think it's cool to have a player from Crescent City this level.
Agree.
Pitch to Chapman, fouled off towards the Crabs dugout, 0-1.
Rogues founded in 2012. They play at Harry David Field there in Medford, Oregon. It's about a 4-hour drive up the road here, and they've been coming here for quite a while. Great team to host.
Yeah, well before both teams were in the PEL. Fouled off the plate, 0-2.
It's not every team that visits that has, members of the ownership and staff bring us pot pies.
Oh, yeah. The Rogues
I'm here for that.
are a world-class organization.
They can come anytime.
Yes. And I've said it many times, but they treat us so well when we're up there.
I will poke fun at the sleeves.
0-2. Yeah, the uniforms are not great, high and inside 1 and 2. I like their green and black uniforms a lot more, but
not our call.
As far as an organization goes, they're top tier. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3, 1 away.
Tough strikeout for Chapman there. He was chasing just above the strike zone. You can see the desire to swing at that pitch.
Alex Harrington steps in, shakes the hand of the home plate umpire, Zach Norton, who is back. And Chris Ortiz, the catcher. We're all very happy that Zach Norton's back. Pitches outside, 1-0.
I'd ask you why, Liam, but I know full well. Alex Harrington is a .308 hitter. His on-base percentage is .424.
1-0 is a fly ball out to center field. Right fielder racing over, but it's going to be the center fielder, Saito, who makes the catch 2 away. We just love Zach Norton.
That's right. That's it. That's what I thought you'd say.
Yeah.
And that's all there is to
He's
it.
a good dude.
Uh-huh. I do feel like there might be something
and
else.
And strike zone is just like, it's really fun. You know, it changes, keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, it's a bend in space-time, Benjamin.
But happy he's back. Here's Kavana Soros. He's wearing number 12 instead of his usual 10. Pitch to Soros up high, 1-0.
Batting .392 this year is Soros, .508 on base percent. He's hit 38 times in 97 at-bats.
1-0 fouled off the plate, 1-1.
Sun's kind of coming out now. Still very cloudy overhead. More like little pockets of blue against a big fluffy white sky.
I see Nate Keys making his way out to the plate. I think that caught a piece of the catcher, Chris Ortiz. So Crabs head trainer Nate Keys just going out to check him out, make sure he's okay. Thought it'd be cool for Preston Daniels here to be, I mean, I know Crescent City is an hour and a half away, but pitching against the Crabs, not too far away from your hometown. That's got to be a cool moment for him.
Not a whole lot of teams like the Crabs all along the North Coast. They're truly a regional special event.
Yeah, if you live in Crescent City, you want to see baseball. This is really, you have to drive down here. Ground ball to third, and long throw to first from the third baseman, Logan Macy, in time. That's going to do it for the Crabs here in the bottom of the first inning. Rogues lead 1-0 as we head to the top of the second. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata. Top of the second inning, Rogues lead 1-0. While we have a moment here, let's thank all of our wonderful sponsors who help bring Crabs baseball to you all throughout the season. First of all, North Coast Co-op, Humboldt's local community-owned grocery co-op since 1973. North Coast Mercantile, your local beverage distributor. Bear River Casino Resort, the best bet on the North Coast. Crestmark Millworks, creating signature elements of extraordinary spaces. Cypress Cove Cheese, world-class cheese from right here in Humboldt County. And we'll get to the rest of the sponsors in just a second. Jackson Rosenthal stepping in against Adam Menyart, and there's that wide Zach Norton strike. 0-1. Cypress Cove Cheese, world-class cheese from right here in Humboldt County. North Bay Automotive, your trusted automotive repair shop in Arcata since 2013. Granite Construction, building a better future today as the pitch is swung on and missed, 0-2.
Got a chase out there now.
Yeah, okay. That's right where it was called, the previous pitch.
Yep.
And finally, Compass Community Credit Union, guiding you to better banking.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
0-2, check swing. Did he go? Third base umpire says he did. 1-2. It's almost just comforting that Zach Norton's back in a way. I mean,
the way you said that, just yep, there it is. It's like a seasonal bird going by. Yep.
The 1-2 fouled back off the top of the pole, behind on plate.
Pretty exciting.
Still 1-2 to Rosenthal.
We had one last night that lobbed over the pole, and I thought it was coming in the booth for a minute.
Yeah, I think that was on a bunt.
That's pretty exciting.
Hey, there's a Shorzy jersey.
Oh, there you
down
go.
There. We were
yeah,
talking
you
about
were talking about
Shorzy
that.
and Letterkenny. I've seen plenty of those Shorzy jerseys around the ballpark.
Matt told me he's a corner gas guy, and
yeah,
that makes me happy.
Canadian TV shows. The 1-2 misses outside, 2-2. The Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs. That's the team in the show.
Neat.
2-2 pitch. Right down the middle, called strike 3.
That could
One
not
away.
have been more in the middle.
Center
that
cut.
Is a bullseye dot right there.
And that's going to bring in Evan Saito.
Number 27, Evan Saito.
A little more sunshine breaking through here.
It's showing up. Saito was 1 for 5 last night, and the one was a homer in the 7th. That was part of that big rally that just put it out of reach for the Crabs.
Yeah, the Rogues offense showed up last night.
Yes.
Saito low and outside, 1-0.
The first inning was definitely self-inflicted wounds for the Crabs, but the Rogues just exploited, took advantage.
Yeah, the Crabs came back and got close a few times, but
did.
just were unable to overcome the Rogues' lead completely. Swung on and missed, 1-1.
That Jamie Mullen homer that put 3 across in the first to make it a 1-run game, that was exciting. That was legitimately fun.
Yeah, that was awesome. And hey, shout out to the guy walking around wearing a Sacramento Kings Malik Monk jersey.
There you go.
Man, 1-1, low 2-1. If you're wearing a Kings jersey in public in 2026, I salute you.
Yeah.
Man, it is rough going.
Liam has a Kings hoodie and hat on.
Yep, I'm wearing all my Kings stuff today. I don't care.
He's all in.
2-1. Fell off to the right. Had to play 2-2.
Yeah.
Once late October comes around, I'm going to be depressed.
There's something about experiencing agony that when you see other people also in agony.
Nothing but pain and misery as a Kings
you
fan.
feel some solidarity there.
Yep, that's right.
It doesn't seem so bad.
And you know what? All 82 games next season I am going to watch. So nothing's going to change. The 2-2 hits Saito right on the back. And he will head down to first.
Well, if there's any consolation, it was only 79.
Yeah, and the back is not the worst place to get hit.
Kind of got away from
worse
Enyart
places.
there. He's working his hand like maybe just slipped out of there.
And runner at first, one out. That'll bring in Jaden Newsbauer.
Best thing about sports is that every year is its own season. They don't carry over the losses from the year
before
before.
opening night of the Kings, we are 0-0.
That's it.
So,
and if you win game 1, you are undefeated.
Yeah, undefeated. Yep, that's right. Till we get about 10 games in, and then
it's,
crash back down to earth. Ground ball to the left side. Fagan picks it up onto first for 1. Throw on to second. In time, double play, and that's going to do it for the Rogues here in the top of the second inning. They still lead 1-0. As we head to the bottom of the second inning, you're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata. Bottom of the second inning, Rogues lead the Crabs 1-0. It will be Adam Enyart, Jason Ariola, Colton Boardman due up against the Crescent City native Preston Daniels. And Enyart past the shortstop up the middle for a base hit.
First pitch, hacking off the hands inside, 77 miles an hour, and it just found a little gap there. Crabs in business. Leadoff hit.
That's going to bring in Jason Ariola.
Next up, the catcher, number 35.
Ariola was 1 for 4. He doubled last night and walked in the second.
He's been great offensively for the Crabs.
Yes, and doing a great job behind home plate catching as well. Brendan Dixon was talking about that the other night.
Playing first base, yeah.
Losing Ryan Vandenbrink left a big hole back there, and Ariola's been one of the guys getting it done.
He's a guy that the Crabs need.
Yes.
Just to get his bat in the lineup and play all over the place where he's needed. So Ariola shows bunt, takes way outside, 1-0. Good job by Chris Ortiz to reach out and glove it.
Yeah, almost got away from him there.
Again, if you're just joining us, the Medford Rogues, the highest of stakes for them today, it is a playoff game. Win or go home. If the Rogues win this game, they're in the PEL championship against the Prune Packers. They lose, it is over. Throw over to first. Back in safely is Adam Enyart.
So Lincoln Potters fans cheering for these Humboldt Crabs right now.
Yes.
We see you, Potters fans.
Potters fans are big Crabs fans right now.
Better late than never, I suppose.
And we welcome you into the broadcast if you're watching. Go over
Crabs,
to first
go.
again. And you're back in safely.
Say it with us. Go, Crabs, go.
Go, Crabs, go.
That's right.
I mean, look, whoever gets second place, whether it's the Potters or the Rogues, I'm going to be rooting for them in the PEL championship.
Yes.
It does not matter.
And whoever it is, they will also probably lose to the Prune Packers.
I mean, you never know. You never know. The 1-0 outside, 2-0. I mean, best out of 3. I mean,
we've been able to.
Anything can happen.
It's the series that breaks you with the Prune Packers. You can take one off of them, but
the issue
taking
is,
two, like that's.
The issue is that the Prune Packers will have games 2 and 3 at home.
Yes.
And they play very well at home.
And their pitching staff is good.
2-0 fly ball out to center field.
Get
That's
down.
going to drop for a base hit. Enyart stops at second. So the Crabs have first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning.
Ariola doing exactly what you were talking about, just getting a clutch hit at a key time here. Crabs in business.
And that's going to bring in Colton Boardman. By the way, coming up in the third inning, I will have a special guest joining me here on the radio. It will be former Crabs PA announcer and a current on-field MC for the Medford Rogues, Jake Martin, will be joining me for innings 3 and 4. Many of you who've been going to Crabs games past a couple of decades, I'm sure will remember Jake Martin's voice. It's the voice in the ballpark for a pretty long time.
Boardman 0 for 3 last night, but he did walk twice.
Boardman shows bunt, takes high and outside, 1-0.
Pretty good crowd here, filled in. Kate and Callum are over there in the family section. While you're talking to him, I'm going to head over there. That'll be pretty fun.
Yeah, get a chance to see your family during the game. which you don't get to do very often.
Like, I love sitting here and doing this, but one big downside is that I don't get to sit with them as much
1-0, bunt and foul, yeah.
during the games.
And it's 1-1. Well, we appreciate you sacrificing your family time to
Absolutely.
be on the broadcast here.
My pleasure, for certain.
It will be you and Brandon Dixon on Tuesday.
Looking forward to that.
And,
He's been a fun addition.
Me and you on Wednesday of next week. The 1-1 shows bunt, takes up high 2-1.
Brandon Dixon's a lot of fun, a lot of shenanigans.
Tons of great information.
And just knows things.
Yeah.
And hangs out with the team and spends time with them. And just some of his throwaway comments are very insightful.
Yeah, I know he's great.
Former Point Loma SEAL.
That's right, 2-1. Showing bunt again, misses outside, 3-1. Friday, it will be me and you. And then Saturday, we might have the Professor Benjamin Schaefer back. If not next Saturday, he should be here for the final game of the season a week from today. Coming back from Mexico City. The 3-1 bunt, beautiful bunt down the third base line. Daniels pounces on it, throws over to first just in time. Great play by Daniels, but a beautiful sac bunt by Colton Boardman. Moves both runners up, second and third, one out.
Boy, they did not get him by much. Colton Boardman was one step away from the perfect bunt execution there, and in either case, he got the job done. One out, two runners in scoring position.
So that's going to bring in Joe Fagan. And Daniel steps off. Fagan is a fly ball into center field. Center fielder going backing up near the track, makes the catch, tagging up from third. And coming in to score is Adam Enyart. Areola to third on the play, and we are tied up 1-1.
Fagan getting the job done. Hits it 332 feet out into center field. More than deep enough to plate the runner. All tied up. Go Crabs, go.
So Areola at third with 2 outs, and that's going to bring in Everett Johnson.
Next up, first baseman, number 38, Everett Johnson.
Boardman's bunt to move him around. Fagan's sac fly to get him across. Fundamentals baseball right there. Love it.
That's right.
Neat.
Mr. Johnson swung on and missed, 0-1.
Just a big hack on that one. It's a good pitch to swing at. A little outside, but not much.
One swung on it, missed again. Couple sliders from Preston Daniels.
Coming right into the strike zone, daring him to swing.
Swing and a miss both times, 0-2. And check swing, did he go? No, he did not. 1-2. One-two pitch, just misses outside, 2-2. Two-two pitch way outside. Count goes full 3-2. Again, a good job by Chris Ortiz, the catcher, to keep it from getting away.
Keeps a run off the board with that one.
Yes, exactly.
That was clutch.
Although the one thing you have to keep in mind here at the Arcata Ballpark, the backstop is pretty bouncy.
It's true.
3-2 in the dirt ball 4.
And not that far away.
No.
Like, it's pretty close, and it'll come back fast.
So it's not a guarantee that the run would have come in.
No.
But say there's more of a chance than not. And that should bring in Anane Wilson. But first, there's going to be a meeting on the mound. Let's see, PEL scoreboard. We have one other game that's going to happen tonight, not until 6 p.m. though. The Solano Mudcats taking on the Healdsburg Poon Packers. Again, that game doesn't really have any consequences.
Wait,
Packers
the
have
Packers
already
can't get knocked out by the Mudcats?
Nope.
Okay.
Mudcats have been out of it for a while, and the Prune Packers have locked up the 1 seed.
It'd be interesting to know when that happened. Like, probably
A while
long time ago.
Yeah. And again, if the Rogues win this game, they will be playing the Prune Packers in the PEL Championship Series. They lose, it will be the Lincoln Potters. So first and third, 2 outs, and Nane Wilson stepping in.
Wilson 0 for 3 with a walk last night.
Outside 1-0. 1-0 pitch, way outside, 2-0.
Boy, that catcher's getting used to reaching out there.
Yes. Preston Daniels, he hasn't missed a ton, but when he has, it's been pretty wide. 2-0, right in there for a called strike, 2-1. Two-one pitch, fly balled on the right field line, foul. 2-2.
Slice of Humboldt Pie sponsoring the foul balls. They also gave us the pot pie.
Yes, Tracy Mack, who also works for the Rogues, formerly with the Crabs, just like Jake, hooking us up with some slice from Humboldt Pie. The 2-2 fly ball center field. The center fielder going back a few steps. And it will be Evan Saito who makes the catch, and that's going to do it for the Crabs here in the bottom of the second. We're tied at 1 as we head to the top of the third. Stay tuned. Jake Martin joins me for the third and fourth innings. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to F at 9th here in downtown Arcata, top of the third inning. We are tied at 1 between the Rogues and the Crabs. Adam Enyar out for his third inning of work. Due up for the Rogues will be Will Salahar, Daniel Bierman, and Quentin Olson. And it is a pleasure to be joined by former longtime voice of the ballpark, Jake Martin. And Jake, Benjamin Schaefer might call you a traitor, but to me, you are always going to be a friend of the booth. How's it going?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. It's great to be here. I'm a little upset that I don't get to harass the professor myself. But, you know, when he calls you a traitor and he has a smile on his face, you know, it doesn't hurt as bad.
He does do that. I mean,
he's like, oh, you're a traitor.
He talks the talk, and then he'll be all friendly with you,
He will,
afterwards. So
it's wonderful to be here with you for some fantastic baseball to end up this season. It's been a long one for the Rogues and for the Crabs as well, and it's coming down to the end like it should.
Well, high stakes, Jake. How are you feeling about today? A little nervous?
A little nervous. It's going to be some rock'em sock'em football or baseball, but I went and got myself some Babe Pizza to start it out, so I'm starting off the day right.
Very good. Well, Salahar stepping in, and we'll take the first pitch low and outside 1-0. So what do you do for the Rogues? You're kind of like a on-field MC, right?
Yeah. I'm doing a lot of stuff, playing with the kids, having a good time, making sure the fans are having a good time, and kind of being
1-0 is fouled off, 1-1.
And kind of being an ambassador for the team. Our stadium spans a larger footprint than this one, so I'm constantly back and forth all over the ballpark, and it's fun to be outside amongst the people. I do miss my booth time, but it's nice to be out there when it's not 100 degrees.
The 1-1 is a fly ball out to left center field. Ranging over is Harrington, the center fielder. He'll make the catch. One away. Well, I can't believe you do that trip from the press box down to the field so often, because it is much farther away and much higher up there than it is from here. So it's a bit of a trip.
I average over 10,000 steps per game.
Oh, man.
I'm getting my steps in just on game day.
Yeah, well, I do as well with all these Synergy cameras I have to deal with before and after the game. So I know how you feel. Daniel Bierman steps in and takes low 1-0. But this Rogues team seems greatly improved, Jake, from last season. I mean, they're an exciting team to watch.
Absolutely. I've enjoyed it very much, and they've had a much better July than last year's July, which has made all the difference.
They kind of remind me of the Crabs last year. The 1-0 is a ground ball to the left side of the infield, picked up by the third baseman Boardman on to first, 2 away. Crabs last year were kind of the much improved team, trying to get into that PEL championship for the first time. And then the Rogues are kind of the same deal this year.
Yeah, we've had a couple of returners that have done well for us this year, but it's a bunch of new guys, as are most teams, and they're just playing their hearts out.
You have any guys on the Rogues that you love to watch? Any particular favorites?
I do.
Pitch to Quentin Olson in there for a called strike, 0-1.
I get to chit-chat with the pitchers more often because the infields are, all the field players are more laser-focused. There's a bunch of extra pitchers hanging out in the dugout when they're not having their day.
0-1, swung on and foul tipped in the glove, 0-2.
So I definitely do have my favorites. Young guy we had with us until he couldn't make it to this series. He'd been playing all season. Eric Hernandez, great guy, great character guy, was great with the kids around the ballpark, and he was a pleasure to have around. And then Luna last night is my dude from last year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's been with the team for a while. The 0-2 is fouled off to the left out of play. Still 0-2 to Olson.
Yeah, he had some struggles last year. It was kind of, just on the fence on competing. And this year he's really been more shut down and has done considerably better this season. I mean, favorite for you guys has got to be this guy on the mound, right?
Oh, yeah, we love Yardy, though, too. Foul off to the left, out of play again, still 0-2.
I actually did not know he was a pitcher. I'd only see him play the field, and I didn't know it until today.
I think he's a PO with his school. Like, he only pitched this past college season.
Oh, wow.
So he hadn't hit for a really long time until.
Since last season, right? Probably for you guys?
Yeah, I think last summer. So. And he kind of got right back to it. Hitting home runs and doing very well offensively. Though, too, is just low 1-2. Yeah, Yardy's been great. We love to have a Yardy party every once in a while.
It just sounds so good rolling off the tongue, man. How could you not want that?
Big credit to Brandon Dixon, North Coast Journal reporter, for that one. The 1-2 misses outside, 2-2.
All right, good. I'm glad he was missing that call on that outside. I felt like last half inning he wasn't giving it to us. I mean, I didn't have the TrackMan to show me while I was sitting outside of the booth.
Zach Norton here is pretty famous for those wide strikes. The 2-2 misses up high and outside. Count goes full 3-2. Good at bat from Quentin Olson.
I can't complain too much. I think when I'm umpiring stuff, I'm definitely, my strike zone's wider than most, but the height's the same. So,
how much umpiring experience do you have, Jake?
12, 13 years.
All right. 3-2, low and outside ball 4. A great at bat from Olson. 0-2 to a walk.
I used to occasionally talk some nonsense up here when I was a volunteer on the board of directors and said, man, I think I'm going to retire from the board of directors and get out there and umpire, make some stinking money, and have a good time.
Oh, I didn't know you did that.
Yeah. I've done all the baseball everywhere, man.
I did not know you were an umpire. That is
it's wild.
New to me.
Yeah, I got tired of other people's parents yelling at me for being right.
Exactly. Hey, that's the way an umpire should be thinking. Ground ball to the right side, picked up by Everett Johnson, takes it right to the bag. And that's going to do it for the Rogues here in the top of the third. 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the third inning. More Jake Martin coming up. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata, bottom of the third inning. We are tied at 1 between the Rogues and the Crabs. Due up for the Crabs here will be top of the order. Manoa Chapman, Alex Harrington, and Kavana Soares against the Crescent City native, Preston Daniels. And me and Aaron were talking about how it must be pretty cool for this guy to, I know it's a little ways away from home, but as close to home as you're going to get here on the summer collegiate circuit for Preston Daniels.
Absolutely, absolutely. We've had his family come a couple times to the field. Did some good folks, met him, had a good time.
Noah Chapman steps in. Mr. Chapman fouled off towards the Crabs dugout. 0-1. Anything in particular that you miss about being here at the Arcata Ballpark every day, Jake?
Oh, man, I mean, you can't beat a game and a stroll around the square before or afterwards. I am always dying to get back here for a draft steelhead or some fine beverage from Humboldt Cider Company.
Mrs. Lowe, 1-1. Oh, yeah. Can't beat that. The 1-1 inside 2-1.
And the people, man. There's so many people that, have been here for so long that I get excited. I have to make my way down every single game and go talk to Larry for a little while. Mr. Larry Zerlang, my favorite baseball conversationalist.
2-1 outside, 3-1.
I feel like we have a common inner grumpy old man. I don't like this. This is different. I think we should go back to what we were doing.
Yeah, you and Larry Zerlang and Benjamin, the 3-1
right.
in there for a called strike 3-2. We think Aaron and Brandon were talking about it last night. If Benjamin had his way, every game would be played during the day. There would be no night games. The 3-2 is a pop-up, shallow right center field. The right fielder coming in. That Salahar makes the catch, one away. And there would only be the World Series.
Absolutely.
There would be no
playoffs.
No playoffs before that. Just be the best team in the NL and the AL.
He probably even would like if we went back to best 19 out of 38 games or something like that, like early 1900s stuff.
Alex Harrington stepping in there for a call strike 0-1. I was telling Benjamin we should just make it like European soccer where everyone plays each other and then the team with the most wins just wins the championship.
Yeah.
I mean, why have any sort of World Series? Low and outside 1-1.
I'm sure he'd have some big, long reason why that would not work out for him.
I think he did.
Something very deep and philosophical.
You got to at least have a World Series.
Yeah, gotta.
And, the umpires should never mix. There are National League umpires and American League umpires. The 1-1 ground ball to the left side. Picked up by the third baseman. Throw over to first. Good pick by Keon Sanchez, the first baseman, 2 away.
Is that like keeping it kosher? We're not mixing anything? We got our AL and our NL,
yeah, that's
keeping them separate?
The way it used to be. Yeah, there'd be no interleague play anymore.
It's anarchy, man. Too bad for the professor.
Yeah.
So much tradition out the window.
No replay, no ABS. Yeah.
Seeing TrackMan and having that ability to see what's going on.
Yeah.
It's hard to think about going back to not having that.
Oh, yeah. Well, Major League Baseball is never going back from ABS. Kavana Soares stepping in, pitches outside 1-0.
All right, dude. Is this his second year or his third?
Third.
Year?
So
what I thought.
He played for us in 2023 and was not with the team in 24. 1-0. Mrs. Lowe 2-0, and then was with us last year and this year. So.
All right. That's what I thought. I was like, man, that guy's been there for forever.
Yeah.
I was thinking from 23 all the way through. So.
No, yeah. 2-0 is a fly ball out to right field. The right fielder going back, squares up, and Salahar makes the catch. That's going to do it. Here in the third, we're tied at 1 between the Crabs and the Rogues. As we head to the top of the fourth inning, more Jake Martin coming up. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to F and ninth here in downtown Arcata, top of the 4th inning. Rogues and the Crabs tied at 1. Adam Enyart out for his 4th inning of work. And he will face 4, 5, 6 Keon Sanchez, Chris Ortiz, and Jackson Rosenthal as the boss. Dave May making his way up.
Oh, he's got to come all the way through the booth to get across. All right.
Well, I think he uses the booth as a shortcut,
There
which
you go.
he's one of the few people from the opposing team I'll let take a shortcut through the booth.
Absolutely, absolutely. Can't beat that.
I love Dave May. Has treated us very well every time we've gone up to Medford. So
Same here. Same
Yep.
here.
Keon Sanchez stepping in. And
There
a
we
fly
go.
ball out to
Triple
left
alley.
center field.
Get in there.
And
Triple alley. Yeah,
it's going to be
that's it.
over the
That's it.
head of Harrington and up against the fence. And into second with a leadoff double is Keon Sanchez.
Ooh, yeah. That's nice. He has been our hottest hitter over July. A couple of home runs, a couple of doubles, and a triple. Been doing a lot of the workload, which is fantastic.
I'll bring in Chris Ortiz. So who is it, Jake, that has the RV?
Oh, that is Rogue sponsor David Case. He's a real estate
Ooh,
agent up
okay.
in the Rogue Valley and sponsors a couple of our on-the-field games as well as some kids' camps.
So he likes to take the RV down here.
He is. He does. Absolutely. He's a super fan. And they did the whole road trip.
Mr. Chris Ortiz in there for a called strike 0-1. It was pretty funny on Friday night seeing T-Mac up on top of the RV out in center field waving the flag. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I took that off my front porch and gave it to him. I said, hey, man, you need a pirate flag when you're going out there. I know somebody's going to be out there in center field.
But now he's parked along F Street right in the foul ball area, so you better watch out. 0-1 in the dirt, and nice stop by Soares. Pounces on it, 1-1.
He said he didn't like not being able to see the scoreboard from center, and I said, I can
Yeah,
understand,
I
dude.
get
That
it.
makes sense.
I get it.
And you're actually elevated over here, so it's
Yeah.
actually even a better view. Because, I mean, even on top of his camper from over there, that's still lower level seating at, minor league ballpark.
Yeah. Oh, it's not a bad spot to watch the game.
I'm not climbing up there, but it's cool that somebody else is.
I was kind of surprised I haven't seen you up there, but the 1-1 is a line drive right to Fagan, the shortstop, one away.
I'm very sturdy. I don't feel too safe not being on the ground.
Well, you used to have to climb up that sketchy ladder to get up to
I
the old
did.
booth.
I did, and I used to get freaked out every time Hoke was going up and down the
Oh,
ladder
yeah,
to the
yep.
booth.
Same with me.
Thank
it was
thank
sketchy
all the-
even for me.
All the
to get
things
up there.
good and Hoke made it through. Always was healthy.
I mean, it was sketchy getting up there, but man, it kept a lot of people from just
It did.
randomly coming up there and asking for stuff or whatever.
It was a good defensive front.
Mr. Rosenthal, Mrs. Lowe 1-0. As Benjamin likes to say, it kept a lot of the riffraff out.
Absolutely, absolutely. It was one step this side of a drawbridge.
Yes. It's a lot easier to get into this booth, but unfortunately, the downside is that it's a lot more accessible.
That's the truth.
The 1-0 is Lowe 2-0.
Oh, yeah. Man, I like this TrackMan. That's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Can't go wrong with having live stats right in front of you.
Yeah, the TrackMan's pretty cool.
I know. I'm gonna harass Dave May, telling him to fork out that extra $73,000 for
So
some
you guys don't have it yet.
We don't. We are just going off the other system.
You guys have Synergy, though, all the Synergy
Yeah.
cameras. 2-0
It's not quite as
is
good though.
outside 3-0. Yeah, you get a lot of cool data from it because you have people, you send all the video
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Synergy, and they
Yeah,
log
yeah.
all the pitches and all the data. So it's a lot of cool video and stuff and data for the players to look at,
It's just,
coaches.
You don't get into that live stuff.
Yeah. The live data from TrackMan is pretty cool. And the strike zone. We love
Absolutely.
that. 3-0,
Absolutely.
misses ball 4. So
Oh,
Rosenthal down to first.
I wonder. I'm curious as to how that affects Benjamin and his desire to harass the home plate umpire about their strike zone.
I think it's lessened.
It's lessened, okay.
His
All right.
yelling out the window.
We
For sure.
We all soften up with time too. He's not the spring chicken he once was, just like I'm not.
Yeah, he's caught soft.
It's not what I was saying, Liam.
Well, I'll say it. Benjamin's
All right.
gone soft.
All right.
Evan Saito stepping in. But I do realize with the TrackMan that the umpires are right more often than I
Yeah.
thought they were
Yeah,
before I had the actual
For
strike
sure.
zone. Foul ball off to the right, out of play, 0-1.
Because every angle's different. I mean, where you're from, knowing what's going on. I mean, They do got the best seat in the house.
Yeah, there are pitches where I'm like, no way, that was terrible. And I look at the TrackMan and I'm like, well, okay.
Okay.
I was wrong.
There you go. Science. Got to love it.
It is kind of fun to, Matt Filar, all the people sitting down right in front of us. The 0-1 ground ball past the diving third baseman down the left field line. One run's going to come around to score, and the Rogues take the lead 2-1. RBI single from Evan Saito.
All right, Taco coming through big again, 2 days in a row.
Rosenthal to second. And Jake Martin on the radio. Good luck for the Rogues.
Next up, number 6.
So far, Jade Newsbauer stepping in.
That was a great effort by the third baseman. I mean, that went straight down the line. That was a very
Colton
low
Boardman
percentage chance.
definitely went all out for it, just out of his reach. First and second with one out. Newsbauer in the box. Newsbauer misses outside 1-0.
Ooh, man. Nice zone. Nice.
That was a close one.
Man, hey, he's doing it. He's doing the thing he's supposed to be doing. Way to go, guy. Well, it's a beautiful day for baseball at the ballpark, and there's a lot of folks.
It is 1-0. Check swing. Called strike anyway. 1-1. Yeah, the clouds are starting to clear out. A lot more sun getting through. Sunday games always packed here at the Arcata Ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
It's alumni weekend as well, so.
Oh, yeah, I got
former Crabs.
Coco and a couple other guys.
Coco was here.
Coco's one of my personal favorites of Crabs around when I was around.
1-1 lone inside 2-1. I saw an OG Crab from back when I was starting to watch Crabs baseball. Austin Prott.
Oh yeah, I saw the jersey.
Was here.
And I recognized
man, I remember that
jersey,
guy.
and I was like, what?
He was
way back.
one of my favorite players when I was a kid.
That was way back in 12 or something.
Yeah, early 2010s for sure. 2-1 back when you were doing PA. Ground ball to the right side, just foul. Glove by Everett Johnson. Doesn't matter, 2-2. You've had plenty of exciting moments as the PA announcer here at the Arcata Ballpark. The one moment as a fan I will never forget, Jake, was the Sergio Sanchez incident. When he threw his bat at the pitcher, and then there was a brouhaha after that, and you had to make several announcements over the PA.
Do not throw things onto the field.
Yes. Common sense things. The 2-2 is popped up down the third base line, foul territory, and in foul territory,
he's out of play.
And making the catch, and he's over the out-of-bounds line, so it's a foul ball. Boardman made the catch, but there is a line that extends beyond the dugout. If you are over that line, it is not a catch. And I believe it is NFL rules. You have to have 2 feet.
2 feet, okay. Not this NCAA
yeah,
nonsense.
It's not a college football where it's only 1 foot in.
Yeah.
It has to be 2. I think, it simulates the fence. Like you can't, run through a fence and make the catch. So, 2
works for me in that
Newsbauer.
particular situation.
2-2 pitch, check swing, and check down the third base umpire. Did not go. Count goes full, 3-2. But yeah, that Sergio Sanchez incident, I believe, made SportsCenter.
It did.
Yeah, the video of it.
I don't think any of the audio made it on.
Yeah.
I
don't think your voice made it on.
I think the part that people liked the most was that I was encouraging them to boo and yell loudly, but just not to throw anything.
3-2 low and inside ball 4. Well, at least they could do that. That's going to load up the bases for the Rogues. With 1 out. And that's going to bring in Will Salahar. In a game that the Rogues need to win, again, if you're just joining us, Rogues win this game. They are in the PEL Championship Series against the Healdsburg Prune Packers. If they lose, it will be the Lincoln Potters. And I sing welcome to all the Lincoln Potter fans watching this broadcast.
I don't got to welcome them.
No.
You can welcome them all you want.
Jake will not be doing that.
I will not be doing that.
Popped up behind home plate. Catcher Ariola towards the Crabs dugout. Reaches up, makes the catch. 2 away. Huge out for the Crabs.
Well, shoot. That's not helpful.
No, not great for the Rogues here.
That is not going to get a run in on a sack.
So bases loaded now, 2 outs, and now I'll bring in Daniel Bierman, the leadoff hitter for the Rogues.
It always comes to an end too soon, Liam. It doesn't matter if it's my 2 innings or it's summer collegiate baseball as a whole.
I know.
It always ends too soon.
One more thing, Jake. What do you think of these jerseys? These Rogues jerseys.
I'm digging them. I think they're pretty good. We had
Interesting.
They really like the red, white, and blues that we had the last 2 years, which is what manager Kevin Olmstead is sporting. He kept his since he didn't have a number on it. They didn't get auctioned off last year. I'm actually sporting one from auction that we had this year. Totally different colors.
I like yours a lot more than the ones they're wearing right now. The 1-0 in the dirt, 2-0. The opinion on these jerseys here in the booth has been
that they're too close to Crab's colors?
No, just I don't know. I don't think we really like the color scheme that much.
Okay, all right. I mean, it is cooler when you see it up close.
We like the regular Rogues uniforms.
Sure.
The black and green, like those are.
I don't know, man. They got the two-tone numbers that are hard to tell, a 8 from a 6 from a 9.
That's tough. But the color scheme, I do really like. The 2-0 is a line drive on a hop to Fagan, almost made the catch on to first, and that's going to do it. For the Rogues here in the top of the fourth. They do get a run. Rogues lead 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Last half inning with Jake Martin here on ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata. Bottom of the fourth inning. Rogues lead the Crabs by a score of 2-1. Preston Daniels, the Crescent City native, out for his fourth inning of work. And he will face 4, 5, 6 Adam Enyart, Jason Ariola, and Colton Boardman. Our last half inning with Jake Martin.
Oh, man. Always over too soon.
Yep.
Join this world-famous Crabgrass band, as always. It makes for a fabulous Sunday atmosphere at the ballpark.
Yeah, the Crabgrass band, always great. It's one thing the Medford Rogues are missing. You guys do a great job up there as far as atmosphere, but you are missing the band.
The live, yeah.
And a line drive into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Adam Enyart with the leadoff single.
They don't let this guy bat at Sac State? This is wild.
Guess not, man.
That is wild.
I don't know.
That dude can stroke.
He's going to bring in Jason Ariola. Whenever I hear you in Medford doing your thing down on the field, I'm like, man, I miss that guy. I miss your voice in the ballpark. Just feels wrong to hear you lending your voice to another team.
There was baseball happening out there. I had to get in on the action. I couldn't stay away from summer collegiate baseball.
Yeah, we definitely miss you down here, man. Pitch to Ariola outside, 1-0.
They're hanging out. Not a very tense situation in that.
Yeah, I know. With all the stakes today for the Rogues, the bullpen guys are really chilling out there. They are relaxed. 1-0, low and outside, 2-0.
It's like they were posing for the social media intern who is no longer with the team. She couldn't be here for any of this. It looked like they were posing for it.
Yeah. A bunch of guys just laying down in the grass in front of the bullpen.
Just living their dream, man.
It's good that they can, keep it nice and calm on a day where the Rogues really need this win. Low and outside, 3-0 to Jason Ariola.
For sure. High-stress situations abound today.
Well, if the Rogues win this game and they go to Healdsburg, I assume you will be making the trip down there for the PEL championship games there?
Ooh, maybe seeing if I can catch a deal on an Airbnb or something. Maybe
3-0 high and outside ball 4. Well, I know that game 1 in Medford is going to be a pretty cool environment.
if they win game 1 in Medford, it will be a whole lot harder not to go.
Oh, man.
That's for sure.
Well, that's what happened to the Crabs. I mean, last season they won game 1.
I know.
The craziest
I know.
Crabs game I've ever seen. I mean, home runs back and forth. There was a tsunami warning that went off in the middle of the game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I really had it all.
It was pretty wild. And then, of course, Crabs went to Healdsburg. And, you know, the Prune Packers at home, they did their thing.
They did their thing. That's definitely a thing, man.
That'll bring in Colton Boardman.
They do about as well at home as any team I've ever seen.
Yeah, they were very comfortable there at Rec Park in Healdsburg.
I don't know if the fans look too comfortable, but the players seem to be all right.
I was not comfortable in the stands doing the game. Boardman stepping in.
I've never even been
inside
to a
1-0.
ballpark that was that old. Like, seeing how it was set up, I was like, this might be the oldest stadium I've ever seen.
It's a nice place to watch a game from if you're a fan, but if you're a broadcaster sitting in the stands doing the game, it's not the best. But they don't have a booth there, so.
True.
1-0 is a great bud
nice
down
spot.
the third base line, picked up by the third baseman, on to first, and in time, one away, but a good sack bud by Colton Boardman, second and third, one out.
Superb 1 foot on the ground play from Logan Macy, doing it on the run and having Nolan Arenado accuracy over there to first base.
Joe Fagan stepping in. That Logan Macy guy, man.
He's good.
Killed the Crabs in Medford. 2 3-run shots to right field.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think there was another rogue, forgot his name, who also had a 3-run home run.
There was on that day.
That was a pretty crazy game.
I think that was Kian Sanchez.
Oh,
actually.
yeah, I think you're right. I mean, pretty depressing for us Crabs fans, but that had to have been exciting for you guys. In there for a called strike 0-1.
You guys had a pretty good 81-year run, you know. I mean, you gave it all you had. We're working on season 14, so we'll get there.
It is always great to go up to Medford, even if we're down 16-0. 0-1, swung on and missed, 0-2. And the game the next day on Sunday, there were a lot of fireworks on the field.
Absolutely.
Matt Tomlin and Jacko getting tossed, the 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2. They were unhappy about that batter interference call, but I mean, that was just a whole week of frustration that just spilled out in that moment.
At the very tail end of the roadie, and it was a tough roadie.
Yeah.
That it made sense.
1-2, misses low, 2-2.
No disrespect to Jacko, but I remembered seeing him do that plenty of times when he was an assistant coach and they were just trying to fire guys up.
Yeah.
Getting kicked out
Well,
of
that's
games.
definitely what Matt Tomlin was doing. Tomlin came up and sat next to me up in the booth and was like, hey, I was just trying to fire up my guys, man, just standing up for my pitchers. The 2-2 swung on and missed, strike 3-2 away. Huge strikeout for Preston Daniels.
Absolutely. You got to advocate for your own guys. Nothing wrong with that.
And that's going to bring in Everett Johnson.
One thing about that call, I mean, the umpires did a good job, is that he was on it at the moment it happened. Like, we watched the replay after the game, and he nailed it right when it happened. And it was just a judgment call.
Yeah.
And it's tough to argue a judgment call.
And I heard up in the booth when his name was announced as the home plate umpire that he had a reputation. Swung on and missed, 0-1.
Oh, yeah. Dollar Hyde has a reputation for sure, for sure. I have my own personal story. I'm going to leave that out of it. But, no, he does a good job up there, and he is very on the ball.
0-1, shatters his bat. That hits Daniels. Hopefully he's all right as he underhands it to first, and he is very fired up.
He's fired up.
As he gets out of it. The Crabs don't get any runs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. They trail 2-1 as we head to the top of the fifth. Well, thank you for joining us on the broadcast, Jake. It is always great to have you down here, and hopefully I will see you again up in Medford next year and back here in Arcata.
If not, I'll catch you for some sushi here or there, one or the other.
Of course. And if you guys get into that PEL championship and hold on, best of luck to you guys.
Thank you so much.
As
Thanks
we
so
go
much.
on.
We're hoping for the best.
Thanks to Jake Martin for joining us. Top of the fifth. Aaron will join me. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Rogues lead the Crabs by a score of 2-1. Out for his 5th inning of work is Adam Enyart. He'll face 2, 3, 4, Quentin Olson, Logan Macy, and Keon Sanchez. And now here to take you through innings 5, 6, and 7, here is Aaron Donaldson.
Thank you so much, Liam. Crabs do trail by a score of 2-1. They lost to these Rogues last night and beat them in the first game of the series, so this is the rubber match for the series. But more importantly, as Liam has been saying all broadcast, the Rogues are trying to punch their ticket to the Pacific Empire League Championship. And they are currently 1 run ahead of the Crabs in that process. It'll be Olson, Macy, and Sanchez now facing Enyart here at the top of the 5th. Crabs hoping for a tidy inning. So Enyart looks in on Olson, kicks and comes home. First pitch taken, ball 1. Enyart's done a pretty good job. He's had some activity on the base paths, but managed to get out of it with relatively little damage. Here's the 1-0. That is taken for a strike. 1-1 now. Aaron Donaldson, Liam Warner, Jack Sparks, and Trace O'Brien joining you from the Blue Lake Casino radio booth here in beautiful, sunny downtown Arcata. Here's the 1-1. That's taken low and outside, ball 2. Just spectacular weather for these home series that we've been enjoying. This is the second to last day game of the season. Sunday next week is the finale. That's taken for another ball. 3-1 now on Olson. Enyart's second season pitching and hitting for the Crabs. He's been a huge addition in both capacities. Here's the 3-1. That's outside. Olson walks. Was able to go over to the family section there. It's really bumping. They got a birthday party cooking over there.
Yeah, how's your family doing here
They're
at the
doing
ballpark?
good. They've got their tent all set up, and
Very nice.
Callum's reading a book.
So they're out in the Lord of the Flies area, as we like to call it.
Exactly right. They've got the conch shell and everything. Passing it around. All right, so here's Macy. Runner on first, nobody out. First pitch his way is taken upstairs for a ball. Callum is 240 pages into his book, just crushing along.
Well, normally I'd say reading a book at the ballpark. I'm not sure about that,
Right.
but, good for him.
If he's 9.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-0. That's
If it's an
chopped
adult.
towards short, and Fagan is able to wrangle it, throw to second for 1, and on to first almost, but not quite. So Macy reaches on a fielder's choice, and Olson is out on a force-out.
If you're an adult and you're reading a book at the ballpark during
Yeah.
the game,
Yeah.
then it's like,
We saw that.
Why'd you buy a ticket?
We saw someone reading, and it was like the bottom of the 8th, and it was a tied ball game, and the Crabs
Yeah,
had runners
I know.
on, and the book was open, and they were sitting there reading, and I was just like,
Yeah,
you're on a date with someone who likes baseball.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to make fun of you. It's just the way it is.
Must be a really good book.
You can't get caught reading a book at the ballpark
Right.
unless you're a kid.
Unless you're a kid.
I'll make an exception
Yeah.
for that.
So Sanchez steps in now. Enyart throws his way, and that's taken for ball 1. It's been really fun to watch him pick up reading. I'm just remembering I was about his age when I started reading big books, and like summer days, sunny days.
Oh, yeah. He has plenty of time for that.
Yeah,
No school.
pretty nice. So Enyart checks first. Runner goes. Here's the 1-0. Ariola's throw is in time. Oh, but you can see Manoah Chapman knows he let that one get away from him.
Yeah, if Manoah Chapman handled that, he was out. I mean,
Yeah, that was
just missed it.
it was a tough one, and you could see the reaction by the crabby second baseman out there. He knew he
Yeah.
just let Jason Arriola down. That was a great throw. So 1 out, runner on second now. That is Logan Macy out there. And Sanchez is waiting on a 2-0 pitch from Enyart. So Enyart has the call he wants. He sets, kicks, and delivers. That is taken for strike 1. So 2-0 now to Sanchez. Rogues leading 2-1. Top of the 5th. Enyart checks second, comes home. Big swing, strike 2. How long has Jack Martin been with the Rogues, Liam?
Oh, a few years at least.
That's kind of fun that he's up there.
Yeah. No, he
Fun.
does a great job on-field MC for the
Neat.
Rogues.
2-2 outside, count goes full. I think it's cool we have so many ties there with the Rogues.
Oh, yeah. Tracy Mack, who
Yeah.
is on the Crabs board and still does the program that you see here at the ballpark.
Oh,
if
that's
you bought,
fun.
If you bought a program, she is the one who puts that all together. So
That's
still does
cool.
that for us. So, yeah, it's always great to go up to Medford and see them. And Brian Welch, their broadcaster, who's here on the right deck here at the ballpark. Always great to see him. Does a great job with the Rogues broadcast. So, yeah.
I was listening to Jack say that when he thinks of someone from Portland, they have like dyed black hair. And we're like, yeah, but Oregon is full of flannel, man. Here's the payoff pitch. That's swung on, sent out towards left field. Wilson's able to get under that, grab it, and send
Great
it back to
catch.
second. Great catch.
That ball was sinking on him.
It was. But he not only catches it, he gets it in quick, keeping Macy there on second base. So 2 out now for Adam Enyart as Chris Ortiz steps in. He is 0 for 2 today.
Jake said that he likes the Rogues uniforms.
I know, I heard that. I was listening to the broadcast. I
Yeah,
noticed
right.
you did
You
not
know,
ask
that-
him explicitly about their sleeves.
Yeah, that's not surprising. I mean, gotta be a company man.
You don't want to put him in a tough spot. First pitch to Ortiz is swung on, strike 1. Like, you know, what's he supposed to say?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. The sleeves especially.
I just can't. I get it. It's a pirate thing, but no. 2 out. Enyart checks second. Comes home. That's popped straight up over our head. So it's 0 and 2 now.
I mean, you know what the hot dog on a stick uniforms look like, right?
Yes.
That's what these uniforms remind me of.
Yes. Listen, you don't have to like everything your team does. Benjamin and I lament the crabby camo uniforms whenever they come out.
I think they're okay. I mean, they're not my all-time favorites, but
That's correct. Enyart's 0-2 pitch is swung on, strike 3.
Nasty.
Gets it done. Caught him
Fired
guessing.
up.
Low and inside. Enyart is pumped as he sets down the Rogues, who still lead 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Rogues. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for your Humboldt Crabs. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th here on Exciting Crabs Radio, ESPN 107.3 FM. We are back to the corner of 9th and F Street, and Benjamin, if you're listening, the Crabs Grass Band is playing your song.
California Love by Tupac.
You know how to party.
An absolute classic. Although my issue with that song is that he says, up to the Bay Area and
Right.
back down,
Yeah.
because we don't exist.
Skips an entire
Yeah.
geographic area. I'd really love if he was like, McKinleyville.
Humboldt, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're basically Oregon, so.
Yeah, I mean, We're about the size of Oregon, and
Yeah.
we're just perched right on the top of California there. Anane Wilson, the 9-hitter, is going to step in. This is still Crescent City's Preston Daniels out there. His first pitch home is outside ball 1.
He spent a lot of time in his hometown recently,
Yeah, I've been driving up and through Crescent City.
teaching at Pelican Bay.
All summer, that's right. It's about 30 minutes north of Crescent City, so I've been enjoying that drive. 1-0, swung on, has a chance, but it's going to carry out to center field. Saito catches it.
It's a
1
beautiful
down.
drive, but there is a ton of road construction.
Yes.
It's,
Yes, I have to leave.
you can't just like zone out and do that drive. You have
Right.
to deal with navigating through all the construction areas.
Well, and it's nothing like when you're just bombing I-5 going 70 and straight. It's
Yep.
like turn it.
Last chance grade. Yep.
A lot of two-lane stuff. So 1 out. First pitch towards Harrington is taken for strike 1. Or sorry, this is Chapman. Top of the order now for the Crabs. Chapman is 0 for 2 today. He watches that one go by, ball 1. The construction wasn't too bad, and the last 2 times I went, which was last Tuesday, Thursday, the traffic was like showing up. It's summer on the North
Yeah,
Coast.
the tourists are here.
They
All
are.
the way up to Del Norte County, and
1-1. Swung on towards short. He reaches, gloves, collects, and throws the
wow,
first.
what a play.
Just great fielding there by the shortstop, Jaden Neusbauer. 2 down for the Crabs in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, lots of tourists up to Crescent City, Del Norte County, and up into Curry County on the
Yeah.
southern Oregon coast, where I have family in Gold Beach, so
Oh,
you
fun.
always see the RVs driving through Gold Beach this time of year.
Again, like seasonal birds. So first pitch to Harrington now is taken strike 1. Harrington is 0 for 2 today. Yeah, it was just a lot of campers. We got campers here at the ballpark.
We
People
do.
sitting on top. That's
Yeah,
just-
Jake was talking about it when he was on the broadcast, and it's a big-time sponsor of the Rogues who brings that RV, I think, to all the road destinations. So he has it parked along F Street.
Do they always sit outside without buying a ticket? Here's the 0-2.
We won't get into that.
That swung on off the hands and fouled. I guess technically not illegal, but
I mean, we might give them tickets anyway, so
There you go.
it might not matter. But
sure.
I think it's a cool spot.
It would be cool if I wouldn't be so worried about tipping over in my chair and
Yeah.
falling off of there. 0-2's taken.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
Oh, the Zach Norton strike.
Wow. Wow. So that's how that's going to end. Zach Norton is going to say the inning is over, and so it is. The Crabs go 1, 2, 3, and the Rogues still lead. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Medford. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for your Crabs. More exciting baseball on the other side on 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata. Crabgrass Band is pumping K-pop Demon Hunters, and Adam Enyart is out there warming up for another inning of work. He had hoped that we could play Sleeping on the Blacktop by Coulter Wall, but we got the Crabgrass Band in town. Adam, you appreciate that, I'm sure. We are excited to see how he does here in the top of the 6th, with the Crabs leading by a score of 2-1, who will face Saito, Neusbauer, and Salahar at the bottom of the order for the Rogues.
It's Rosenthal leading it off.
Rosenthal leading off? Thank you.
Yes.
I'm 1 off. How did I? Oh, I see. I miscoded. Ortiz struck out for the ending of the inning. All right, so the first pitch to Rosenthal is a ball. 1-0 now on the Rogues' designated hitter. He watches that go by, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, Yardy DM'd me on Instagram yesterday asking for a song during his warm-ups, and I told him, man, I would totally do it, but unfortunately when the band is here,
Yeah. Yeah.
they run the ballpark.
They do. So it is 2-1 now on Rosenthal. He walked in the fourth, struck out in the second. Enyart looks in, kicks, comes home. Big swing, strike two. It was 80 miles an hour outside, caught him chasing. Whole field in sunshine now. Still a bunch of big billowy clouds overhead, but they're not in the way of the sun. Here's the 2-2. That is taken, and the count goes full.
This is typical on a Sunday. Start of the game is pretty mild winds, and then the winds start to pick up
It is starting to pick
as
up
the
now.
afternoon goes on.
I see that. So nobody out. Here's the 3-2. He walks. Leadoff walk for the Rogues. That happened last inning, too, if I'm not mistaken. But it didn't do any harm, so no big deal. One on, nobody out. 2-1 Rogues here in the top of the sixth in Arcata. Saito steps in. He was hit by a pitch in the second, and he singled in the fourth. Had a big night last night. Enyart comes set. Showing bunt at home, way outside, ball one. So Saito stays in the box. Cycles the bat once, shoulders, and waits on Enyart. Runner on first. Enyart comes home, showing bunt again. This is ball two. That one just died. 85 miles an hour, just dropped out of contention. So 2-0.
Adam Enyart at 86 pitches right now, so
Getting up there.
might be his last inning.
There do seem to be movement in the bullpen. Showing bunt again. He gets a piece of this one, but it's foul. 2-1. Liam's going to sort out who that is warming up over there. They're behind all the fences, so it can be hard to tell.
Gonna need the binoculars here for this one.
Yeah. Need to get one of Benjamin's telescopes.
Yeah, really.
So 2-1 to Saito. Runner on first. Crabs trailing by one. Enyart comes home. That's taken low. Ball three.
I want to say that's Cedar Klein. Oh, no, he's just standing there with the baseball.
Enyart's 3-1, showing bunt at home. He gets this one down, but the
Foul ball.
ump is calling it foul, so the count goes full. Colton Boardman has bunted twice to move runners around tonight. Now Saito's trying to get his piece of that action.
Actually, the crab that's throwing is too close to the fence. I
Yeah.
unfortunately
When they're way over there
cannot
to
see
the
his
left,
jersey number. So
the family fence line is right in our field of view. You have to look down the whole fence line. You just can't see. So we'll let you know when we find out who it is. It might be the top of the sixth that we learn.
yeah, we'll see if Yardy can get through this inning.
Fingers crossed. Nobody out. Runner on first. Full count to Saito. Enyart comes home. Oh, he
Whoa.
struck him out. That was a great
Oh, that was a
pitch.
perfect pitch.
Outstanding placement by Enyart, just at the knees, right on the lower left corner of the strike zone. Pure strike. Punches him out.
Dotted in there, man. Wow.
That's exactly what you want to throw on a 3-2. Love it. So Jaden Newsbauer steps in. He hit into a double play in the second, walked in the fourth. I was saying that we've been talking all season about the big league baseball games and baseball names. We've got Bobby Bangs and
Still my favorite.
Stone Savage. That's a good one. But in my opinion, Jaden Newsbauer, like that's like a neighborhood baseball name.
Yeah, that's a good.
It's like a Sandlot name, I said. Every neighborhood team has a Newsbauer on it, I feel like. Mine didn't, but just generally.
It's a good European baseball name for sure.
Sure, yeah. I just feel like there's a kid in the neighborhood, and everyone's like, come on, Newsbauer.
Yeah.
He's got the baseball card in the spokes of his bike. I don't think kids do that anymore. Oh, man, Kate sent me a text. Some little kid from the family section was like, we're the last generation to grow up without AI. And she's like, that ship has sailed, child. You are not.
Yeah, it's here.
Sorry to tell you.
And as a college professor,
Oh,
you
boy.
you know all too well
I
about
do. But as a public speaking
the
instructor,
creative uses.
what
of
I love
AI.
about public speaking is it can write your speech, but only you can give it.
Yes, you still have to do it.
So here is the first pitch to Newsbauer, and he takes that one strike one. Yeah, we are human-powered here.
AI does not replace you going up in front of the class and delivering the speech. I mean, maybe if it's like a Zoom class, you could.
Even then,
Yeah, it would be difficult, but
you could fake it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-1. Runner goes. That is a ball. The throw's on time, and he got him.
yes.
So this time, Areola and Chapman are on the same page, and the runner is out, 2 away. Enyart's loving that. 2 out, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases empty. Yeah, it's fun because if you use AI to write your speech and then you try to give it, it just sounds weird.
Yep.
You have to pay people a lot of money to write the way you speak. Enyart's pitch is inside.
I
Ball
bet
2.
you can tell pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, the
when
delivery is
someone's
just all halting, and the eye
Yeah.
contact is terrible.
AI is not quite there yet.
Very vague. That one slapped towards left field, and it is going to get down. And Newsbauer is on with a 2-out single. And with debate, you run into this thing where it can intensify the amount of research that you do. It can help you generate arguments, but at the end of the day in debate, we say you have to run the argument. Like, you still have to make it.
Well, maybe at some point here, as Jeff Jackman is going to go out to make the pitching change, maybe AI will just be running the managing of the baseball. We'll be making all your decisions as far as
We'll just simulate the baseball
when to take pitchers out, and it'll do your lineup for you, but we're not there yet. So
Do we know who this is coming in? We can announce that and then take a break maybe.
on the other side.
Okay, we will announce it on the other side. So we'll make a pitching change here in the Arcata Ballpark, and we'll be right back. This is Krabs Baseball, brought to you by Blue Lake Casino on ESPN 107.3 FM. We are back to 9th and F Street in Arcata. The Krabs still trail by a score of 2-1. Adam Enyart has stepped down after 5 2/3 inning of work. 5 hits, 2 runs on Enyart. This is number 40, Miles Oliver, stepping out there. And the first Krabs pitching change of every game is brought to you by the North Coast Co-op. So Oliver is going to try to get the last out of this inning and keep things quiet for the Rogues. They had a runner on who was scraped out trying to steal. That was Jason Areola throwing Rosenthal out. That's who that was. So Will Salahar is going to step in. He is 0 for 2 today. Oliver, an Arcata kid. Always fun to see local fellas out there pitching Krabs baseball in the summer. So 2 out, nobody on, or sorry, 1 runner on. That is Newsbauer over there on first. First pitch from Oliver is taken for a wide strike. True to form. He's nothing if not consistent there at home plate. So 0-1 now. That swung on a chopped right to first. Easily collected by Johnson and put away. 2 pitches for Oliver gets him out of the inning. Crabs still trail, but they are up to bat next in the bottom of the 6th. This is exciting Crabs baseball on ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back. That's still Preston Daniels out there on the mound for the Medford Rogues, and why not? He's pitched through 5 innings and held the Crabs to 1 run on 3 hits. He is going to face the top of the order for the Crabs. This is Chapman coming to the plate.
No, I have 3, 4, 5. Soares, Oliver.
Oh, you're right.
Soares, the DH, Enyart, and Ariola.
Thank you, Liam. I forgot to mark off the top of the order there when we got out after Harrington, so now I'm all set. This is Cavanosaurus. First pitch towards him is going to hit him. So he's on with a hit by pitch. Looks like a little bit of stretching going on in the Rogues bullpen, and now they're standing up. Catcher walking out, getting ready to get somebody loose. Enyart taps his hat and waves to his mom on the camera, and now he steps in.
I just learned that he does that for
Yeah, I've been watching for
his
it now.
mom.
Yep.
Super cool.
Very cool. I'm sure it makes her happy.
But the Crescent City native, Preston Daniels, has pitched very well so far.
Absolutely. Crabs have the tying run on first. Enyart, the go-ahead run at home, waits on the first pitch here in the bottom of the 6th. That is taken up and in, ball 1.
This has got to be one of the biggest starts of his baseball career, at least the summer collegiate level.
Sure. Playing to get into the Pacific Empire League Championship against the Crabs. It's pretty exciting. So here's the 1-0. That's outside ball 2.
I think it's pretty cool that he's getting the opportunity, being from Crescent City, not too far away from here.
Not that far at all things considered. We were talking about the geographic space up above San Francisco. People refer to San Francisco as Northern California.
It's really not.
Having lived here, I say when you cross the Big Red Bridge, you have entered Northern California.
Yes,
That's how that works.
I mean, maybe more when you get up to at least like Petaluma.
Right, right. Yeah, I'm going to call Novato Southern Northern California because there's a big old chunk of real estate. There's a big square on top of the crescent that everyone forgets about.
San Rafael, Marin County, I don't know, but at least get to Petaluma.
Now you're in real California.
That's NorCal right there.
Now, homespun. So the umpire is going to go out there to break this one up finally. And we're going to get back to some baseball action. It is still Enyart facing a 2-0 count. Could have just been buying a little bit of time for the bullpen to get warmed up. Soares is still over there on first, having been hit by a pitch at the onset of the inning. So Enyart waits. Here's the 2-0. Ooh, boy, that's way inside. Ball 3. Enyart's got a little bit of feedback for the ump. Hard to be a good sport when it's 86 near your jowls. 3-0 now to number 16. Here's the pitch. Lets that one go by and walks to first. So Daniels now may be running into a little bit of trouble. Might see our second pitching change of the game here shortly. It looks like we have another.
Manager Kevin Olmstead is making his way out to the mound, so it looks like we're going to have a change here.
Looks like he has taken the baseball. So once again, we're going to go back to our Bi-Coastal Media Studios in Humboldt Hills, figure out who's pitching next for the Medford Rogues as they try to get into the PEL Championship. This is Crabs Baseball on ESPN 107.3 FM. We are back to the Arcata Ballpark, and it is Tristan Ainsworth coming in now to pitch for these Rogues. If I can sort by pitching, I ought to be able to tell you a little bit about him as a pitcher. He has a 5.4 ERA. He's pitched 20 innings, 22 hits in that time, 15 runs, 12 of those are earned. Ainsworth has struck out 22 and walked 14. He has a runner on second base and first base and nobody out.
Well, those numbers don't sound great, but however, I mean, if Kevin Olmstead is going to him in this situation, in this game,
says something.
Must have some trust in him here. So,
you know, with college baseball, we play a lot of games, but I don't like right about now. We're getting to a point where the stats might tell you a little bit of a story.
Yeah.
We read them every time, but the sample size has to be fairly substantial to really draw any kinds of conclusions. And we've talked about how just one brush with the Prune Packers could permanently change your ERA and statistics in ways that are pretty hard to rinse out.
yeah, just ask Jackson Kelly.
Yeah, he knows all about that.
Yeah.
So Ariola's going to step in. He's had a pretty good day so far. He's singled in the second and walked in the fourth. Been talking a lot about how clutch he's been for the Crabs, and this is a great opportunity here with the tying run standing out there on second base. So Ainsworth looks in. Here's the first pitch from the right-hander. Ariola bunts that, and it's pretty good. It drops down right in front of him. He will be out at first.
Nice pick by the first baseman there.
Tough throw.
Sanchez.
He does move the runners around. That's the third sack bunt of the day for the Crabs. A little bit of small ball.
Yeah, Crabs really using the bunt today.
Just moving folks around, trying to get them in position. It's paid off once so far. Fingers crossed they can do it again here. In strides Colton Boardman. He has bunted for sack bunts twice so far. He doesn't have to do it now. Hopefully now they'll let him swing, although he could try to sack bunt the guy in from third. We'll see. Ainsworth pitches, big swing from Boardman, strike one. Boardman cycles the bat 3 times, shoulders and waits. Ainsworth kicks, delivers, that's swung on and popped way foul over towards the family section. 0-2 on Boardman. Tying run 90 feet away for the Crabs. Go ahead run on second. Just need Boardman to hit it with the stick. Here's the 0-2. Swings on that one and gets the job done. That is way out to the gap, and it's going to drop. That's a pure hit for Colton Boardman, coming up exactly when his team needs him to. He is pumped out on second base, and why not? He brings 2 Crabs around. The Crabs take the lead, 3-2. Go Crabs, go.
Well, you have 2 fan bases cheering for that one. Well, Crabs fans and Lincoln Potters fans very happy with that 2 RBI double from Colton Boardman. Again, the Rogues win this game. They're in the PEL championship against the Prune Packers. If they lose, it will be the Lincoln Potters playing the Healdsburg Prune Packers.
In walks Joe Fagan now with Boardman out there on second. 1 out. Crabs looking to widen the margin here. Play the spoiler. Ainsworth comes home. That's outside ball 1. Yeah, that's got to be harsh. The Rogues have been ahead of the Crabs pretty much every inning since the first inning of last night, and the Crabs have finally managed to get on top here in the 6th. It's getting late. Here's the 1-0. That's swung on, fouled. 1-1 now. It's got to be an exciting season for the Medford Rogues. The PEL Championships is a fairly new system here. This is the 3rd year that it's been in action, and the Rogues have been on the outside looking in every single time. So,
well, the Rogues have really improved over last year.
Absolutely.
They're a good team.
Here's the 1-1. That's swung on, and it's going to be trouble. Drops right down in front of the center fielder. Boardman's going to be able to move up to 3rd, and he won't be able to go much further than that. Fagan is on 1st. 1 out, runners on the corners.
I, of course, want the Crabs to win, but, man, I feel just a little bit of heartbreak for the Rogues if they're unable to get it done here, because they really should be in that PEL championship the way they're playing. Obviously, the Potters, they've been really hot.
For sure.
The past few weeks. So whoever gets into that PEL championship definitely deserves to be there. But, man, the Rogues, just the improvement that they made over last season has been cool to see.
It has been, and you and I both have a little bit of allegiance there in Oregon. Kate and I spent 7 years there at the University of Oregon watching Emeralds baseball.
Yep.
We like the Rogues, too. That's pretty fun. So 3-2 Crabs, runners on 1st and 3rd. Here's a bunt.
Ooh.
Crabs have been doing this great all night. Oh, wow.
Man.
First baseman had the exact right answer. That was Kian Sanchez diving and trying to just underhand it home, and if he'd have gotten it, it would have been a spectacular play. But instead, what happens is Colton Boardman comes around to score, and Everett Johnson is standing over there with a 1-out RBI bunt.
Beautiful bunt from Everett Johnson there. Great job.
We've seen some really good small ball from the Crabs. Like,
Really?
they've got power. They can absolutely blast the baseball. But just a ton of bunting this year, and in really key strategic moments, paying off.
They've used the bunt really well this season. That's been something we've seen this season that we haven't seen as much in past seasons.
So Ainsworth still in hot water. Runners on 2nd and 1st and 1 out. He comes home to Anane Wilson, who checks his swing. That's strike 1.
I think that's kind of like adapting the guys' skill sets. I mean, I think Jeff Giacomini, the rest of his coaching staff, recognize they got guys who can bunt. So,
yeah,
I mean, you got to use it.
If you can do it well, it's a great way to get the job done. So here's the 0-1 on Wilson, and he watches that go by. 1-1 now. That one was low, 87. Probably could have been called a strike, but was not. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Crabs lead 4-2. Here's the 1-1. That's swung on, and the shortstop's going to be able to get under that. 2 away. Takes us back to the top of the order for Manoah Chapman. He is 0 for 3. Fagan on 2nd, Johnson on 1st. Crabs have plated 3 here in the bottom of the 6th to go ahead.
Up next, number 31.
As the crowd cheers for the local bat boy. So Chapman waits on Ainsworth. He finally gets the call he wants and is at the belt. Here's the pitch. That is taken strike 1. Great pitch, a little high, but right in the strike zone. Off speed, just dropped it right in there. Right on right. Here's the 0-1. Big swing. Strike 1. Sorry, strike 2. 0-1 turns into 0-2 if he swings and misses. That's how that works. So Chapman in a pitcher's count now. Gonna try and stay alive. Probably taking. Let's see if Ainsworth comes after him here. Here's the 0-2. He does take, and that is up and in. Ball 1. Now I'm suspicious that the catchers are putting dirt in their glove on purpose to make it blast. Like, after Brandon pointed this out, I'm like, that's a lot of dust.
Makes for a cool photo. Matt
It
Filar's
sure
had
does.
some cool photos of the dust coming up from the glove.
Oh, boy. Boy, that was an outside strike, but he's been calling them all night.
I've seen worse.
So he will. And that is going to strike out Chapman, and it's going to do it for the Crabs here in the bottom of the 6th. But they do plate 3 more and take the lead. The Rogues are running out of chances, but they do bat at the top of the 7th. There's more exciting Crabs baseball coming your way on ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to 888 F Street. Miles Oliver back out there for another inning of work. Crabs lead the Rogues by a score of 4-2 as Medford tries to fight their way back and get into the Pacific Empire League Championship. Crabs trying to play the spoiler. This is going to be the top of the order for the Rogues. Bierman, Olson, and Macy. Bierman is 1 for 3 today. He's singled in the first. Oliver's pitch is swung on, strike 1. It's time once again for my new favorite game called Is This a Crab? We all know or should know the difference between true crabs, wonders of the sea, and false crabs, who are, of course, dastardly imposters. The rules are simple. You cannot use any resources besides your knowledge and your guts. I'm going to give you a crab, and you tell me, is it true or false? The catch of the day is the porcelain crab. Here's the 0-1. That's swung on and sent towards second base, scooped and thrown to first, 1 away. So the question is, porcelain crab, true or false?
I'm going to go true.
Okay.
Next up, number 15, Quentin Olson.
So Quentin Olson strides out now. He is 1 for 1 with 2 walks. Oliver's first pitch his way is taken, ball 1. Sadly, the porcelain crab is a false crab, a dastardly imposter. If you got that right, congratulations, you know your crabs. Here's the 1-0, that's taken for a ball.
Was a porcelain crab like referring to an actual porcelain crab?
It's like actually made out of porcelain. Yeah, it's a joke. See, I'm actually holding a porcelain crab. 2-0 is swung on, strike 1. That would be a great joke for the radio. Because they can't see it.
Exactly, yeah.
You could be like the cotton crab or the brick
I was like,
crab.
there's no way that sounds like a crab. I think that is a true crab. So I thought you were tricking me.
There you go. Yeah, 2-1 is taken, ball 3. The crowd doesn't like it, and they get a decent argument. It was high, but it's close.
Close enough to be called a strike.
Yeah, a more chill umpire would have called it a strike. Here's the 3-1. That swung on, and the count goes full.
But also was just a bit up, so technically it was a good call.
I mean, good, bad. It's all relative, isn't it?
Yeah.
So 1 out. Oliver with a full count on Olson. Here's the pitch. He takes and walks to first. Brendan Dixon says he's going to start doing crab flashcards to see if he can start hitting on the true
Yeah, we're
false
going to be
crab.
quizzed. Looks like a Jeff Giacometti is going to take Oliver out of the game.
And we've got, our second pitching change of the game. So we will throw it back to the Humboldt Hill studios. More Crabs baseball coming your way. This is ESPN 107.3 FM. Eli Fogelman is back on the mound for your Humboldt Crabs, coming in relief of Miles Oliver, who pitched roughly an inning in the third. I don't know how that works. I think that's how that works. Fogelman has a 5.23 ERA. He has pitched 20.2 innings, 23 hits in that time, 12 runs. They're all earned. He has walked 9 and struck out 27. Crabs lead by a score of 4-2 here in the top of the 7th. The Rogues struck first and scored again in the 4th. The Crabs tied it up in the 2nd, fell behind in the 4th, and came back in the 6th with a big 3-run inning. Nice to see a crooked number in the middle innings for the Crabs. They went quiet last night after the 3rd inning in that 10-5 loss.
Student of College Marin, Berkeley Zone number 11, Eli Fogelman.
So Fogelman is going to face Macy. He's got a runner on first. That's Olson, and 1 out. Here's Fogelman's first pitch. Classic sidearm delivery taken for ball 1.
Logan Macy.
Macy today has a, let's see, he's 0 for 3. But he did reach on a fielder's choice and stole a base. Big swing on that pitch, strike 1. Crabs baseball coming your way next week. Last week to catch your Humboldt Crabs here at the Arcata Ballpark. It all starts on Tuesday the 28th and Wednesday the 29th with the Chico Lone Wolves coming to visit us for 7 p.m. games. That one's fouled away, strike 2. And then the Placer County Peloteros will join us Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I might have totally forgot that you went to the bathroom.
To wrap up the season, 82nd season of Crabs baseball. It's been a good one. So 3-1 now on Macy. Olson on first. Fogelman at the belt. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Big swing, strike 2. The throw is on time. The tag is right where it needs to be. Just an outstanding throw and out by the Crabs. He's out there bickering, but they're going to leave the field. It's not going to do him any good. So we're going to keep it right here because as long as the arguing doesn't change the umpire's mind, we will have the 7th inning stretch and Take Me Out to the Ball Game, brought to you by the world-famous Crabgrass Band. Boy, the Medford's manager.
Kevin Olmstead is, he was pretty close to getting thrown out last night and hasn't been tossed yet. And now the umpires are going to get together.
They're going to get together.
This.
If I'm the Crabgrass Band, I just start playing Take Me Out to the Ball Game and just force the issue. They were getting all lined up down there. It looks like they're not paying any attention to
I guess they're going to do it anyway. So
going on. Yep, he's out. They've called him out. He is out. He was out, is out, remains out. Now it is time for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, brought to you by the world-famous Crabgrass Band. Always a special treat to share Take Me Out to the Ball Game with the Crabgrass Band and the Arcata faithful. Love that.
Great tradition.
So bottom of the 7th is coming our way, and it looks like
we have a new pitcher.
We have a new pitcher.
It's number 22.
Thank you, Liam. Could not see that.
Caleb Randolph.
So Ainsworth was out there for a quick cup of coffee, got into some hot water. Rogues with everything to play for. Going to send a different pitcher out there to see if he can't keep things quiet. Caleb Randolph has an ERA of 4.0, 18 innings pitched, 19 hits in that time, 8 runs. They're all earned. He has walked 9 and struck out 26. He will be facing, let's see here, I believe it will be Chapman.
Alex Harrington,
Harrington.
234.
See, it's just, that was close. That was only a batter off. I just have to assume I'm one batter off at all times, and maybe I'll start figuring it out. Okay, so 39, Alex Harrington is going to step in. He is 0 for 3 today. Crabs lead by a score of 4-2. Rogues need a quiet inning to keep their hopes at a PEL championship alive. Here's Randolph's first pitch. Swung on outside, strike one. I would say Harrington was chasing, but again, with this umpire, he calls him out there, so you really don't have much of a choice. Got to risk it. 0-1, right on right. Bottom of the 7th, 4-2 Crabs. Here's the pitch. Swung on, strike two. Boy, that's a Crabs fan right there. Tie-dye, Crabs hat.
Yeah, look at that.
Big long beard, long hair. Love that. Very humbled. 0-2. Harrington waits at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swings on that one and sends it towards the gap. That's a pure hit for Alex Harrington. He's on leadoff single. So Crabs continuing to bring anxiety to the life of the fans of Medford Rogues. Kavanasaurus steps in now. He was hit by a pitch in the 6th and ultimately came around as part of that rally. Otherwise, he's 0 for 2. Taking his time collecting himself. Now he steps into the box, taps home plate twice, cycles the bat, waits on Randolph. Pitcher checks off first. He's at the belt. Long wait. Here's the pitch. Boy, that's way inside, ball one. Up and in. It's a shame Benjamin will miss the Chico Lone Wolves stand. We'll have to make our jokes about how you can't pluralize Lone Wolf without him.
He always likes that series.
Pitcher is safe for first. Again, we said it's like Airheads. If they can't pluralize Lone Ranger, you can't pluralize Lone Wolf. It's not how it works. They're alone in different places, but they somehow come together as a team to play. I don't get it. 1-0. Nobody out. Oh, boy.
Man.
Wow, that was up and in, and Chapman is chirping some words out towards the pitcher.
Yeah, Kavanasaurus is barking a little bit.
Absolutely.
Like Brandon Dixon says, you do not need to give Kavanasaurus much motivation to get him going. I mean, he's going to use whatever.
That was 83 miles an hour, pierced his earlobe.
I believe he's already been hit by a pitch, so already has motivation.
He was hit by a pitch last inning. So 2-0 now to Saurus. Pitcher comes home. That's taken for strike one. Oof. Boy, that last one was close. You think about how much focus it takes just to hit a baseball in normal circumstances. You get rattled like that, you got to find a way to come down. Just get the next one. 2-1. That's taken strike two. Crowd's not happy, but it's a strike. That was on the margin. Right there. Liam making sure the ump gets his due when he's right, at least.
Just want to make sure Matt Filar knows what the TrackMan had.
Yeah. 2-2. Outside, count goes full. Mentioned it earlier, but Matt and I were talking about Corner Gas earlier before the game started. Great, silly Canadian sitcom. Rural gas station. It's kind of got like Wings vibes, I feel like. I don't know. It's a great show. I mentioned Kim's Convenience is a more contemporary version. Also, good times. Full count, runner on first, nobody out. Here's the pitch to Suarez. Runner's in motion. That's taken for a ball, and he walks. So Randolph now in hot water. Crabs have runners on first and second with nobody out, and Adam Enyart stepping to the plate.
Jeff Giacomini out to talk to the home plate umpire. I wonder if he's making a pinch runner, and
Looks like it.
he is. So
Got 15.
Daniel Osborne is going to pinch run for Kavana Soares at first base.
15, Daniel Osborne. Okay.
So now it's Osborne over there at first. Alex Harrington standing out there on second. Crabs leading by a score of 4-2 in the bottom of the seventh. Rogues with 6 outs to play with. They really cannot afford to let this get any worse than it is if they want a chance to play the Healdsburg Prune Packers in the Pacific Empire League Championship game. Enyart could break all their hearts right here. Fingers crossed. So Randolph's at the belt. Comes set. Here's the pitch. That is taken, ball 1.
Folks, your final attendance figures in. 1,037 of you beautiful baseball fans out for a game on Sunday. It's great to have you here.
1,037 people here today, and that's 1,000 plus all 3 games this weekend. That's outstanding.
That is awesome. Brings a good energy to the crowd. Just a great way to spend an afternoon. Just a long conversation out there on the mound.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here? The ump is
Come on, Zach, go out there.
right. He was kind of lumbering that way, but now they've decided to break it up. I would have very little patience for such discussions.
Yeah.
It's like we're not delivering a sermon.
Yeah, you get like 30 seconds
Yeah,
max.
there's only so many things you can say. Throw a strike. Don't throw a strike. Let's get this guy out.
And baseball's a simple game. You know?
Do a good job. 1-0 on Enyart. 2-1. Nobody out. Randolph kicks and comes home. That's outside for Art. But yeah, that was a strike. Okay. See, that's what happens.
That was also a strike.
That was way out, but just right on the dot. Just got the line. One and one. Here's the pitch. That's ball 2. So Enyart takes a little walk. Deep breath, back in the box now. Taps home plate twice. Cycles the bat twice. 3 times. 4 times now. 5 times. Enyart shoulders. Randolph checks off second. Here's the pitch. That's swung on and fouled. Count goes even. Jamie Mullen passed on Enyart in the home run lead last night. He has 7 to Enyart's 6, although Brendan Dixon points out Jamie Mullen also had a triple with an error that brought him around in the classic minor league home run style.
The Little League home run.
Yeah, there it is, the Little League home run, not even minor league. This is the that was fun.
Yeah.
So 2-2 to Enyart. He swings on that one, and it goes foul towards F Street. It was outside, but not by much. That was a strike pitch, and he calls him out there.
Feel like we could use a yardie party here.
It would be pretty great, unless you are a Rogues fan.
Yes. I think the Potters fan base would also
Yep.
appreciate a yardie
Yep,
party.
they'd put on some party hats. So Enyart waits on the 2-2. Randolph has the call he wants. Taps his foot, checks second. Here's the 2-2. That's in the dirt, and it gets away from the catcher, and the runner advances to third. That's Alex Harrington out there. He was waiting for the opportunity, and he is fast. So he gives Enyart the opportunity to sack fly a run in, which is very exciting. The count goes full. Nobody out. Runners on the corners. Osborne pinch running for Soares on first. Harrington on third. Enyart at the plate. Randolph looks in. Now he sets at the belt. Here comes the payoff pitch. Runner goes from first. This one's just blooped by Enyart, and it's going to drop. He adds to his RBI total with just a little bloop single. That's going to bring Alex Harrington in to score and send Osborne over to third. The Crabs increase the lead. 5-2 now. Go Crabs, go.
That is a great piece of hitting from Adam Enyart, just poking that ball out to right field.
It was low outside of the strike zone, 72-mile-an-hour pitch. but he was able to get at it and get just enough of it.
Hey, in the box score, that's going to be a line drive. So.
Absolutely. It looks like we might be making another pitching change.
Looks like it.
On the mound, there's still nobody out. There are still runners on the corners for your Crabs, and they now trail by a score of 5-2. Rogues will make a pitching change. We'll step away to hear from our sponsors and be back on the other side. Exciting Crabs baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. We are back, and the Crabgrass brand does not fear the Reaper. They've got all the cowbell to prove it. The Rogues, on the other hand, are trailing by 3.
Slipping away from the Rogues here.
It is slipping away, and Ibrahim is going to step out there now to pitch for Medford. He has pitched 11.2 innings, 9 hits in that time, 5 runs. They're all earned. He struck out 19, walked 4.
Matt Ibrahim. Got a shout out to the booth. Happy 40th birthday to the living legend, Dave May.
Oh, it's Dave May's birthday today.
Living legend, they said.
The owner of the Rogues. Happy birthday.
That's exciting. One of the Crabbies had a birthday, too. The team said they're going to. I heard that shout out. That sounds like fun. So it is going to be Areola now stepping in. Enyart is on first. Soros is on third. Nobody is out. The Crabs have plated 1. Medford with 6 outs to work with, trailing by 3. They need to get out of this.
I don't think it'd be very nice of the Rogues to not deliver their boss a berth in the PEL championship game on his birthday.
All he wants for his birthday is a Rogues win. The runner is well on his way. The pitcher checks third, not falling for that. But it does mean that Enyart is going to end up at second base with a stolen base. That's the pinch you put him in when you've got that runner on third. The Rogues got one across doing exactly that. So they're not going to fall for it. So double play possibility evaporates. Enyart on second now. Osborne, pinch running for Soros on third. Here's the pitch. The 0-1 is taken, ball 1. Areola singled, walked, and hit a sac bunt today. He's come up clutch when they needed him. Now he just needs to power one into the outfield. Why not send it over the fence? That would be fun. Ibrahim's 0-1 is swung on and tipped foul. 0-2. A sweltering 69 degrees here in Arcata as the pitcher ties his shoe. Now he's set. Breeze picking up a little bit, pushing more or less towards center field. The City Hall flags flying more eastward. That's pretty typical. You get a little different information from each of those flags, depending on where they are. The City Hall flags are quite a bit higher than the center field flag. Runners on second and third. Here's the 1-2. That's swung on and fouled over towards the family section. We'll do 1 and 2 again.
Is Callum making a play out there?
I think they might have gone for Froyo.
You know what? That is a good plan.
Yeah. 9-year-old trip to the baseball game is read a book and then go get Froyo.
I wish I could do the same right now.
It does sound pretty good. They got that shop up there on North G Street with all the toppings. And
yep.
There's also one downtown
Ultimate
on
yogurt.
the Plaza. Yeah. So visit to the mound now. Both of them covering their faces with their gloves. Very confidential. Don't want to give up to the TV cameras what they're talking about out there, I suppose. Touches his butt. Everybody here in the ballpark is happy. Here's Brendan Dixon coming up the
Brandon
steps.
Dixon's making his way up. I wonder what he's got.
He's got a scoop. He's too hot. He's going to come here for shade.
He's coming up here for shade.
That's
All
smart.
right.
That's smart.
I guess we'll let him.
Yeah, might as well. So Ariola waits on the 1-2. Runners on second and third. Here's the pitch. That's swung on and fouled over our head. We will do 1 and 2 again. Ariola just fighting it, staying alive.
Hunters are pretty happy right now.
Oh, yeah, they got to be. Tuesday, I'll be throwing out the first pitch.
Oh, Tuesday, great.
Oh, Brendan Dixon's throwing out the first pitch.
Night, so you'll get your song.
I'll get my walkout song.
You got to hit 90.
Yeah. I'm going to have to play some catch before
Tonight you're on the radio too, but take your time.
Yeah.
Aaron's got you.
Here's the 1-2. That is outside. Ball 2. Brendan Dixon, of course, was a former pitcher, played in the NAIA World Series a few times.
We might need to turn the TrackMan on when he's
We
doing
need
his
to.
first
We
pitch and
absolutely
see
have
what
to do it.
velocity he's got.
We've got to see what his stuff is like this, almost 20 years
We're
later?
going to need
Not
to see
quite,
his
20 years
spin
later.
rate.
Yeah. Can he tunnel? Here's the 2-2. Hey,
Oh.
Benjamin, the infield is in. The infield is in, Benjamin. I saw it right before that pitch, and I called it. I did it. Yeah, good read, he says. So Ariola strikes out after the fact, but I got it done. That's the first time I've called the infield in. And
You're improving every day.
If you can't tell, I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah.
Another trip to the mound now. Anyway, I was telling you last time, in the Renaissance, painting improved
That's
dramatically.
a huge strikeout for Matt Ibrahim Jr. there.
Yeah, he needed that.
Getting Ariola.
He needed that. Runners on second and third, no opportunity for a double play, so any kind of out at all that doesn't involve a runner coming home is a huge win. Not down much, Rogues. They're
I mean,
trailing
if the
by
Rogues
3.
can keep it to 3 here, I mean,
That's
they
it.
have a shot.
We're on the same page. Liam and I are like, this is still within striking range. But if Boardman can get into this one, and he's been clutch tonight, he could change all of that. He hit a double in the
Make
sixth.
things a lot worse for the Rogues here.
1 out. Here's the pitch. That is taken. I was going to say it doesn't look like there, but Boardman has already had 2 sack bunts tonight. It wouldn't be totally beyond the pale for him to put another one down here and take a second out to plate one more.
Yeah, with the infield all the way in,
They're
doubt it.
They're banking on him doing it, I suppose. 1-0. That is taking strike 1. Rogues fans now chirping at the ump, but they will also have to accept it because that was strike 1. I guess that's the Crabs fans that
Yeah.
aren't happy about that. Okay, fair enough.
And, yeah, it got the zone.
That was a strike. That was a great pitch, right on the line. 1 out. Runners on second and third. Here's the 1-1. Boltman slaps that right through the gap. Boardman just doing it, getting the job done tonight. He's going to bring Daniel Osborne around. He's going to send Adam Enyart over to second base now, and the Crabs lead by a score of 6-2. Go Crabs, go!
Attaboy Bordy's been doing it all day. Just doing what's needed, whether it's bunting runners over or getting the RBI single.
Bubbles making their way into the broadcast booth as the Crabs increase the lead to 4. Joe Fagan's going to step in. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Ibrahim at the plate, desperately looking for a double play baseball right here. Again, it's still just a 4-run lead. Like, I feel like the Crabs need to put 1 or 2 more across to put this totally out of reach. Rogues are a good team. Don't want to leave them nothing. Runner goes. First pitch is taken, and the throw does not leave the catcher's hand. So strike 1 on Fagan, and Boardman is on second with a stolen base. Double play ball out of the question.
Well, all season, Bordy's been very aggressive on the bases. He's going to go.
Yeah, Crabs have been running a lot this year. Curious how many steals for Boardman. Fagan waits on the 0-1. That one's taken outside, ball 1. Boardman, that is his 20th steal of the season.
Yeah, it's got to be him and Harrington up there, I'm sure.
Vandenbrink has 26. Enyart has 26.
Oh, yeah.
Harrington has 30. Here's the 1-1. That's outside ball 2.
You think of guys like Vandenbrink and Enyart as the power guys. You don't
Yep.
really think of them as the speedsters on the bases. But, yeah, it's true. They can run, too.
We've been saying it all season. Enyart is just an all-around player. He
Oh, yeah.
pitches, he hits, he steals.
Yep.
2-1 now to Fagan. He swings on that, and it's a lazy foul ball. It's going to drop right next to the bathroom over there. 2-2. Any other notable Steelers on the Crabs team? Yeah, Boardman's up there. 2-2 to Fagan. 1 out. Long look in. He gets the call he wants, but Fagan's going to step out of the box.
Yeah, Ibrahim was taking his time out there.
He was.
No pitch clock here at this level.
2-2. Another long look in. Just waiting. Getting all sorts of cheerful advice from the Arcata crowd. Here's the 2-2. That's slapped directly to short. Boy, he could have rung up the runner behind him, but he didn't see it. Instead,
directly
he throws
behind
it to
him.
first.
But he made the good play. I mean, he looked the runner back to third
did.
and threw over to first. So
He did. The shortstop was in, and the runner out there on second, which I believe is Colton Boardman, was way off the bag, and he probably could have beat him in a foot race back to it, but couldn't see it. So Everett Johnson steps in. He bunted in the 6th for an RBI. He walked in the 2nd. He was out 1-3 in the 4th. So 1 for 2 today. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, 2 out. Crabs lead by 4. Bottom of the 7th. Ibrahim is set. Here's the pitch. That's outside, ball 1. Catcher looked like he was going to walk out to talk to him, but then just decided to throw the ball. Kind of a slow worker here. Rogues trying to limit the damage. 1-0 on Johnson. Krabby 8-hitter, right-handed. Waits in the box. Ibrahim long look in. Now he's set. Looks over to third. Comes home. Off-speed pitch, high. Ball 2. Now the catcher starts walking out there, but the umpire calls him back. That's exactly right.
yeah,
What else can you have to say to him out there?
towing that line between like going out to the mound, but not really going out to the mound.
Bullpen for the Rogues is quiet. This is Ibrahim's inning, it looks like. 2 out. Runner with a big lead on second. Here's the pitch to Johnson. He swings on that one. Strike 1. That was upstairs, 87, right on the margin for a strike. Great pitch. Here comes the 2-1. That swung on and fouled. Count goes even.
Dang,
That was a loud response.
that took some ricochets.
Yeah. It sounded like it hit the bleachers.
Yeah. Oh, it hit the light pole. That's what happened.
Okay. I didn't see. I saw it
Yeah,
go over
that-
there.
that
Usually
made you heard it.
yeah, the fence usually protects it from the bleachers, so I was a little confused why it would have made that sound, but if it hit the light post, that makes sense. 2-2 to Johnson. Runners on second and third. That's outside. Count goes full. These middle innings have slowed down, it feels like. 2 out, full count. Runners on second and third. Everett Johnson waits on Ibrahim. Crabs by 4 in the bottom of 7. Here's the pitch. Swings on that one, strike 3. So finally Ibrahim does get out of the inning, but not before the Crabs plate 2. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Rogues. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors for your Humboldt Crabs. Stay tuned. Liam will be back to bring you innings 8 and 9 here on Crabs Baseball, brought to you all season long by Blue Lake Casino on 107.3 FM.
Welcome back to downtown Arcata. We are in the top of the 8th inning. The Crabs lead the Rogues by a score of 6-2. New pitcher on the mound for the Crabs is number 30, Jack Novak. He pitched very well his last time out. And I think Larry Zerlang has just won the 50-50. Hey, good for Larry.
He has a lot of tickets there, my goodness. Novak has an ERA of 2.2, innings pitched 28.2. 23 hits in that time, 7 runs, they're earned. 13 walks, 36 strikeouts. If I'm not mistaken, Novak, might have been the last time we saw him was when he beat the Prune Packers. He was out there shutting them down in the first game of that series. I guess he's maybe started since
I think he was
then.
out there pretty recently. I don't know if it was against the Honors or maybe earlier in this series,
Sure.
maybe Friday against the Rogues. But
Yeah.
good for Larry Zerling. There are a few people who embody Crabs baseball more than Larry does. So
Walking away with $1,001.
congratulations to him winning the 50-50.
$1,001 minus whatever he gives for a tip.
What's he going to do with that extra dollar? Yeah, I guess give it as a tip, as he should.
If all he does is tip $1,
Keon
he's gonna hear
Sanchez,
from
Chris
him.
Ortiz, Jackson Rosenthal due up in there for a called strike, 0-1. The Crabs right now are 6 outs away from sending the Lincoln Potters to the PEL Championship Series. 0-1 is a line drive over the head of the shortstop Fagan into left field for a base hit.
81 off the bat. And Fagan had a good leap at it, but he didn't even reach. He didn't have a chance. Line drive.
And that's going to bring in Chris Ortiz.
Next up, number 48, Chris.
Ortiz is 0 for 3 today.
Pitch to Ortiz, misses outside 1-0.
Crowd's asking for some comments for the 50-50 winner. Make a speech. Make a speech.
I don't think Larry's much of a speech guy.
Want to thank my agent.
1-0, outside 2-0. I see someone with the Sacramento River Cats hat on. That's cool.
That is cool.
AAA team of the San Francisco Giants.
I saw a local banana slug hat. I like those. Those are fun.
2-0, fly ball. That's going to get down into center for a base hit. So 2 singles for the Rogues. Sanchez stops at second. First and second, nobody out.
Well, we were saying the Rogues are a capable team, and you would like to see the Crabs put a couple more across to put this out of reach. They could still get back into it. They need to start this inning.
So that's going to bring in Jackson Rosenthal. You mentioned the Eugene Emeralds earlier. That is the high A team for the San Francisco Giants.
Oh, fun. Their old stadium was so good, and when they built the new one, they went over to like individual seats instead of the benches. It made me so sad.
Mr. Rosenthal in there for a called strike, 0-1. Yeah, the Emeralds play at the same park that the Ducks baseball team plays at,
That's
PK Park.
Yep. brand new. It's probably like a decade old now, but as far as I'm concerned, it feels brand new.
But they're trying to move the Eugene Emeralds to a ballpark that they can use as their own. Swung on and missed 0-2. And unfortunately for the Medford Rogues, the city of Medford is being explored as one of the options, which
Interesting.
would not be good for the Rogues organization.
No, it's competition you don't want. I feel like baseball needs bench seating.
0-2, another check swing, and Zach Norton says he went around. Strike 3. Jackson Rosenthal, I don't think he knows yet. And
Now he does.
is befuddled. He heads back to the dugout. He had no idea. And I'm going to be honest, from back here, I'm not sure that he went.
I don't think he went.
And I'm kind of surprised that Zach Norton didn't check down to one of the base umpires, but
He might also want Froyo.
true. All right, Evan Saito stepping in.
We went to an Emeralds game for my bachelor party.
Oh, very nice. Inside 1-0.
It was fun. At the old ballpark.
Yeah, the Emeralds are trying to find a home where they can have the ballpark all to themselves. Sharing with the Ducks is not the most convenient thing. The 1-0 is popped up right under the first baseman. It's actually going to be the second baseman, Manoah Chapman, who drops it, but I believe an infield fly was called.
Yeah.
So the batter's out anyway. Doesn't matter.
So we're going to call that is it still a pop out?
That's a P4 still.
Okay.
Pop out to the second baseman, Manoah Chapman. Don't blame him for trying to drop it and, catch the umpires off guard and maybe get a double play out of it, but that's why the infield fly exists. So
That's why it's there.
Newsbauer stepping in. And for a called strike 0-1. I think if infield fly wasn't called there, manager Kevin Olmstead of the Rogues would have definitely gotten tossed. I think that would be pretty much a guarantee.
Good time to lose your mind.
0-1, outside 1-1.
I was listening to How Did This Get Made, which is a very silly podcast, and June Diane Rayfield was a former umpire, and she tried to explain the infield fly rule, and it's just such a good example of why baseball is so hard to explain to other people.
Yeah, really. 1-1, a fly ball. It's going to get down in center field for a base hit. Sanchez racing around third. He is going to score, and the Rogues tack on a run at 6-3.
So here they come.
Well, now's the time the Rogues need
Charles McCain
to get it going here.
to the Red Birch Barn. Paging Charles McCain.
It's going to bring in Will Salahar. Again, if you're just joining us, Medford Rogues are literally playing for the rest of their season. They win the game today. They come back and win. They will be headed to the PEL championship game as we have a pinch hitter,
Bedford Rogues number 11, Jonathan Walsh.
Jonathan Walsh. If they lose this game, the Lincoln Potters will go to the PEL championship, and the Rogue season will be over. I believe they are not playing any more games, any more regular season games after this. Pitch to Walsh in there for a called strike 0-1. So Rogues lose. This will be their final game of the 2026 season.
If they come back and win, Rogues fans are going to lose it. Because it'll be pretty exciting.
As they should. I mean,
right? Yeah.
Be a great comeback if they can pull it off. But we will see right now as it stands. The Lincoln Potters heading to the PEL championship. Pitches low 1-1.
Rogues with 4 outs remaining. Yeah, the infield fly rule, it's like they're automatically out. You don't have to catch it, and the rule is there to protect the hitting team.
Yes.
It's like that doesn't make any sense unless you walk it out and explain how it could turn into a double play otherwise.
I mean, if you watch baseball, right, it makes sense.
Sure.
The 1-1 outside 2-1.
But if you don't,
should not
it's
be able to
just
just drop the baseball and then get to turn a double play.
It's a very circumstantial situation with a whole rule developed to avoid it. And, yeah, baseball's full of these silly little rules, and that's one of the ones that – just like in one sentence, how do you explain that to someone who doesn't know anything about baseball? Not easy.
Baseball's not an easy game to explain, as time is called.
No. I found myself trying to explain it to my 9-year-old and struggling. It's just like, How do you explain strikes and balls and outs and?
I guess if you watch like cricket, it's similar enough
Yeah.
where you can kind of
He does not
see some
watch
similarities there. 2-1 inside 3-1. I'm just thinking of like non-Americans.
Sure. When we went to Dublin for the Worlds tournament, I spent the 2 weeks we were there getting into cricket, and it did take me like 3 games watching cricket to be like, oh, okay, now I know how this works. That
I
makes sense.
still don't
I have since
really
forgotten
understand
everything.
it. I mean, like kind of. The 3-1 is high and inside ball 4.
Okay.
So Walsh with the walk. That's going to load him up with 2 outs, and Matt Tomlin is going to go out to talk to Jack Novak. While we have a moment, let's check and see what's going on around Major League Baseball.
Rogues with the go-ahead run at home plate.
Yeah, Rogues trying to come back here. The Giants trail the Angels 4-1, bottom of the 8th in San Francisco. And the West Sacramento A's unfortunately lost 11-8 to the Minnesota Twins in Minneapolis. All right, Daniel Bierman stepping in. This is a huge moment in the 2026 season for the Medford Rogues. Not just this game.
Surprised Liam did not read the Dodgers score, losing 3-8 to the Mets.
Oh, I like that.
Right?
I love that.
Should make you happy.
Pitch to Bierman, high and inside 1-0.
Just say it again. Dodgers lost 3-8 to the Mets. The Mets.
Yeah, the Mets aren't good. The Giants aren't good either.
No.
Like the Mets, the Giants, and the Rockies down there in the National League. Glowing outside, 2-0. Again, there's nowhere to put Daniel Bierman. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
He singled in the first and came around to get the scoring started. Otherwise, he's 1 for 4 today.
Rogues trying to extend their season beyond today. 2-0, fly ball to right field. Wilson coming in, then breaks back and makes the catch. And that's going to do it for the Rogues here in the top of the 8th. They get 1 run. Crabs lead 6-3 as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Lincoln Potters, as it stands, 3 outs away from going to the PEL Championship Series. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to FN 9th here in downtown Arcata. Bottom of the 8th inning, Crabs lead the Rogues by a score of 6-3. Josh Rodriguez is the new pitcher on the mound for the Rogues. Due up for the Crabs will be 9-1-2. Nane Wilson, Manoa Chapman, and Alex Harrington.
Krusty the Crab making his trip through the ballpark here as the Rogues
Krusty.
pitcher warms up. See what I can tell you about Rodriguez here. There he is. Josh Rodriguez has an ERA of 0. He has pitched 5.2 innings, 1 run, which was not earned. He has struck out 7, walked 5, and so far in the 5.2 innings that he's worked, he's not given up a hit.
Well, this is the guy you want on the mound. I'm going to keep it at 3.
And coming to bat for your humble Crabs, number 14, Anane Wilson.
So Nane Wilson stepping in. Meeting on the mound. Breaks up. I think that's Cooper Olson out there in the Crabs bullpen. Nane Wilson is a fly ball out to left field. Left fielder ranging over to his left, and he'll make the catch. One away.
1 pitch, 1 out.
And that's going to bring in the top of the order, and Manoah Chapman.
That boy just about got trucked by a Nane Wilson out there.
Yeah, you got to watch out.
Stay frosty. I was watching back a game a while ago, and a Batgirl ran across and just ate it in the grass, and I didn't even notice it when it happened, but it's immortalized on YouTube.
Pitch to Chapman up high, 1-0. Again, we will have a full week of baseball next week, even though the Crabs are out at PEL contention. Chico Lone Wolves will be in Tuesday and Wednesday. Both of those games start at 7. 1-0s in the dirt, 2-0. Then the Placer County Peloteros in town for the final series of the season next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, 7, Saturday, 6:30, Sunday, 12:30.
And after that, the long, hard winter.
Yes, 10 months of darkness and sadness. 2-0 is a fly ball off to the right and out of play. It will be Aaron and Brandon Dixon on Tuesday. But it will not be 10 months of darkness and sadness here on ESPN Radio, because not too long after Crab season ends, August 29th, the start of College of the Redwoods football season right here. 2-1, just up high, 3-1. ESPN 107.3 FM, 1340 AM. Myself and Mitchell Manji will bring you all the action starting August 29th when Redwoods travel to San Jose City College. Jason White and his squad looking to get to the playoffs. The 3-1 grounded to the left side. Shortstop up with the ball on to first, 2 away. And that's going to bring in Alex Harrington.
Also this year, for the first time, we have a feature-length documentary about the Crabs that you can watch on YouTube.
That's right, on YouTube right now.
Yep, to help spend the time, I'm going to be checking it out.
Lose team.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, check that out. Connor Fitzgerald, I heard, has done a great job with it. I still need to watch it. Pitch to Harrington. The Zach Norton strike. Oh, boy, 0-1.
I'd be excited to hear your take on it. It's fun.
Yeah, I need to watch it. I hear it's good.
My favorite story was how they used to soak the baseballs with milk to whiten them up so they could use them the same ball in the morning that they used in the night game.
Yeah, that is interesting. The 0-1, high and inside, 1-1.
And the result was that the pitchers who had to throw the milk ball in the morning were throwing a ball that would come off the bat a lot harder.
Yeah.
And so there would be like a substantial difference between the ERA for folks who pitched at night and folks who pitched the day after.
Yeah.
That's a great
Certainly
baseball.
a different way of going about things, and therefore called strike 1 and 2.
That's a baseball story. I love it. Neat.
And time is called.
The documentary also really emphasizes the connection between the Crabs and, in particular, Stanford. Just with lots of folks coming this way and
The
developing
connections
here.
to a lot of big D1 schools. 1-2 is fouled back, still 1 and 2.
We're not the Prune Packers, but we do have some pretty good pipelines. That
Well, we've had our heyday. I think you could say back in the 80s, the 90s,
Sure.
we were the Prune Packers at that time.
Sure.
Back when we were in the Far West League, not super long time ago, we were winning our share of championships. The 1-2 swung on and missed, strike 3, and that's going to do it for the Crabs. Here in the bottom of the 8th, Crabs lead 6-3, and a big moment in the Rogue season is they're 3 outs away from missing out on the PEL Championship Series and sending the Lincoln Potters there to face the Prune Packers. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM.
We're back to the corner of 9th and F Street,
Sorry,
but I'm pretty
it's
sure
me.
Liam is still calling the game, so I'm going to hand it over to him.
I was distracted by
Here's Liam. He just got handed a wad of cash, and that's going to take anyone out of their element.
Yeah, really. All right, so high and outside to Quentin Olson, 1-0. It's like I got transported back to the 6th inning or something.
I was a little worried.
No, I was just going to have you do the 9th inning.
Just going to leave with a pocket full of money out the back door and just not come back.
1-0 is fouled off to the left and out of play, 1-1.
Foul ball sponsored by Slice.
50-50 winner, giving a little over to the media booth. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, Larry Zerling giving us a little tip. Much appreciated.
What is it, like February that you have your
Yes, we have a
meeting?
little get-together. We use all of our shout-out cash, the 1-1, so I'm adding it to that. And therefore, called strike 1 and 2. So really do appreciate Larry. Very sweet of him.
Gonna have to get some appetizers now.
But the Rogues here, they're 3 outs away from ending their season. 1-2, just outside, 2-2, and I'm sure there are many Lincoln Potter fans watching with a lot of interest here as they are 3 outs away from going to the PEL Championship Series. 2-2, check swing, check down the third base umpire, he did not go. Count goes full, 3-2. If the Rogues come back and win, they will be the ones going to the PEL Championship Series against the Healdsburg Prune Packers.
It'll be an inning for the ages in Rogues baseball if they come back to win this one.
I'm sure a lot of Prune Packer fans and coaches and players are also watching this game as well. The 3-2, up high, ball 4. Well, good start for the Rogues. Olson down to first.
That's what you need. Somebody on with nobody out. Get it started.
And that's going to bring in Logan Macy.
Tying run on deck. Macy is 0 for 4 today.
Well, Logan Macy's been a Crabs killer more
He's due.
at home in Medford than here, but so Macy, line drive into
There it
right
is.
field. That's a base hit. Rounding second and heading for third is Olson. And it's first and third, nobody out. Hit, no error. And now I'm bringing Keon Sanchez. He is the tying run.
26, Keon Sanchez.
Macy was 2 for 4 last night with 2 walks. He's come through for the Rogues. Just did it again. Yeah, someone's standing too close to the net. Don't want to do that.
Pitch to Sanchez is a fly ball, right center field. That's going to get down. That's going to head for the fence. 1 run's going to score. The second run is being held up at third. And the Rogues, they're making some noise here. RBI double for Keon Sanchez. And it's second and third. Nobody out, 6-4.
Suddenly the tying run is standing on second base. The go-ahead run approaching the plate in Chris Ortiz.
Well, the Rogues are right now are playing like a team trying to save their season.
Exciting.
If they fail to come back, their season will end today. But things are looking good so far. Second and third, nobody out. Rogues trail by 2. And Chris Ortiz stepping in.
Potters fans pulling hard for the Crabs now.
Yes, Potter fans are a little bit nervous now. Pitch to Ortiz is sprayed foul off to the right, 0-1.
That foul ball sponsored by Ryle Planet.
You know, I'm not happy the Crabs are out of PEL contention, but I'm glad,
Yeah,
I'm not the one who's nervous here.
right,
You know.
right. Yeah, it's a lot easier when you know other people are on pins and
We're
needles.
just calling the baseball game here. The 0-1 is a ground ball to the left side, picked up by the third baseman. He's going to go home with it, the play, and they're going to get the out at the plate. And I think Logan Macy is saying that the bat was in the way, but I don't think he's going to get the call.
So that was a big play. The runner stays at second. They scrape off the one at third. with nothing to show for it.
So it's going to be first and second with one out. And Kevin Olmstead is upset yet again. And now John Bryant's going out. Well, he went out for a second. Now it's Matt Tomlin going out to talk to Novak.
I don't know that I've ever seen the offensive team huddle up like that.
Well, I mean, I think now's the time to huddle up.
Yeah.
This is a crucial time in their season. We are 2 outs away from the Lincoln Potters, as it stands, going to the PEL Championship Series against the Healdsburg Prune Packers. And Jackson Rosenthal stepping in. Swung on and missed 0-1.
At bat number 20, Jackson Rosenthal.
A 1 outside. And it's 1-1. A 1 swung on and missed. It's 1-2.
Keeping it outside. Ump's been calling them out there, meaning batters have to chase. I just keep working that zone.
One, two, swung on and missed. Strike 3, 2 away. And as it stands, the Lincoln Potters 1 out away from advancing to the PEL Championship Series, with the Rogues 1 out away from losing this game.
Final out of the season on the line for Medford.
That's going to bring in Evan Saito, first and second, 2 outs.
He could do it. He had a bomb last night that changed everything.
The Medford Rogues season is on the line.
Crabs fans want to see a spoiler.
Potter fans watching nervously. Saito outside, 1-0. In there for a called strike, 1-1. One pitch is popped up, foul side down the right field line, and the first baseman, Everett Johnson, makes the catch, and that's going to do it. The Crabs beat the Medford Rogues 6-4, and the Lincoln Potters are headed to the PEL Championship Series to take on the Healdsburg Prune Packers for the second time in 3 years.
Well, you got to hand it to the Rogues. They put up a huge fight. They swept the Crabs in Medford. They came in here and won 1 of the 3 games. They were in position to win this one. It's just been a huge season of improvement for Medford, but unfortunately these Humboldt Crabs were just too much for them to handle. It does not change much. They end up, the Crabs do, in 4th place in the Pacific Empire League, but it's always good to go home with a win.
Yeah, the Crabs play spoiler, which is exactly what they wanted to do here. So the Medford Rogues have played their last game of the season, and again, it will be the Lincoln Potters against the Healdsburg Prune Packers starting on Tuesday, I believe. I believe it'll start, game 1 will be in Lincoln. To start that PEL Championship Series. So great win for the Crabs. Again, we will have a full week of baseball next week. We will be back Tuesday at 7 p.m. against the Chico Lone Wolves for the final week of the 2026 season. Any final thoughts, Aaron, before we go?
My final thoughts, Liam, are go, Crabs, go.
Go,
That's
Crabs,
it.
Go indeed. All right, on behalf of myself, Liam Warner, along with Aaron Donaldson, Elliott back in the studio running the board, this has been Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Have a good night, everybody.